So I'm going to give it a minute. I'm also turning. I have some background music you guys can't hear, but the viewers can, and they love it. Um, Hi, we are Roll for Bowl. Allie, did you change your icon? No, that's something else. Anyway,
No, I have to fix it.
all right, yeah. I'm jostled, and I'm trying to remember. I was like, oh man, this is such a great depiction of your orc, and then I remembered you're not an orc, and I'm like, wait, hold on. Um, Hi, we are Roll for Bowl. We are a very professional roleplay group that is doing Odyssey of the Dragonlords, a Greek epic-inspired adventure in D&D taking place on the continent of Thylia, a continent full of epic acts, dragons, centaurs, satyrs. Our local favorite satyr is part of the team, and to catch everybody up as a quick summary. Thank you. Everyone, up as a quick summary, get you all up to speed. 500 years ago, we're just going to cover the whole 500 years. 500 years ago, the Dragon Lords and the gods fought for the rights for a lot of races, humans, dwarves, elves, traveled to the continent of Thylia, and the Titans of Thylia did not appreciate that. There was a big war over whether these travelers would get to live here. When the war came to an end and all was said and done, the gods had advocated enough that the humanoid races, I will call them, were able to live here for 500 years of peace, in which the Titans were oath bound not to basically kill them, be dicks, whatever. A treaty was struck that the 5 gods and 2 titans would be worshipped equally, and as long as all of this was kept, things would be okay. 499 years. No, I'm just kidding. So basically, that cuts us to now. The oath is on the precipice of ending. An oracle named Versi, who works with Kyra, the goddess of music, has sent for 4 heroes that she believes are going to be able to help prevent the coming disaster. As you can definitely see, as soon as the treaty is over, the Titans are going to finish what they started. These are the 4 humans to enact a plan to prevent as far as they are concerned, the end of days. We will introduce the 4 heroes very soon and where we are in this specific episode. But before we do, we have something we'd like to say. Tammy's mom is in chat, and we do mean Tammy's mom is her screen name. As to who she actually is would be a mystery, and I would respect her privacy. But shout out to you, and hello, and we hope you enjoy participating in the conversation.
We love you, Tammy's mom.
As soon as we're able to give out subscriptions to this channel, you will be getting one. I think I'm going to mark you as a VIP afterwards. Anyway, so now that we're done talking about Tammy's mom, let's introduce the players. And I always pick completely randomly, so just rolling a d4. Tammy, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tammy, and my character is Kiana, or Kiki to her friends. And she is a Triton barbarian, recently discovered to be the daughter of Pythor, and she's a little bit bitter of having been abandoned by him, but she's starting to maybe slightly warm up to him.
Perfect. Now I'm actually going to roll dice. Allie, would you care to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Allie. I'm playing Callista, who is a satyr bard, and that is going to change a little bit very soon, you'll see. And yeah, her name's Callista.
There we go. And Reed. Was that by the way, was that a curveball? What you just said changed? Did anybody else in the chat know that group know you were doing that? Because I know what you're talking about, but no one else knows what you're talking about. Okay, that's cool. I can't wait for you guys to meet Allie's new character. So
okay.
And on that,
What is he messaging Tammy's mom? Sorry.
Reed, what you got?
I am Reed. I'm playing the human wizard Euphemian, and yeah, I'm just having a out here to have a good time, and honestly, I'm feeling very attacked right now.
Yeah, that's because you were attacked by a minotaur. By a minotaur. That, by the way, I was reading the notes, and there were ways that fight was supposed to go easier, and I'm just, that's amazing. So that brings us to the last, our angriest and most loving character. Jen, would you care to introduce yourself?
I'm Jen. I play a wood elf named Gray. He's a monk and he dies a lot.
A lot, actually.
I really have nothing else to say to that because that's pretty much all he
That's his
does.
hobby.
He for
He's
real,
very bloody
real.
lucky. He has friends who actually like him enough to get him back up.
He for real died in the second session, and then we like used
Yeah.
resurrection magic on him.
Yeah, it was like what is that called again? Deus Machina or whatever.
Yeah,
Deus Ex Machina.
Yeah, that's
yeah. I
it.
think Kyra would call it a Deus Ex Machina. Yeah. They. Oh, by the way, they are accompanied by Kyra, who is literally the goddess of music and stories, who is following them in order to bear witness to the story, but can't get involved, according to her, about the rules of how the narrative works. Also, she cute. Now, here we go. As we are entering, I'm going to turn off this music. I'm going to put back on the music for the group as we begin. 1 second. And let's see. You all have been told by Versi that there are three things you need to do prior to. Sorry, is the music playing?
I hear it.
Okay, I'm having trouble hearing it, but I'll deal with that later. There are three things that you need to do in order to be ready to challenge the Titans when the time is coming, which is very soon. Of those three acts, one of them was reclaiming the lost Dragonlord weapons, which you were able to track back to the necropolis. And once you got into the labyrinth beneath the tomb of the Dragonlord Xander, you found the Minotaur Graxus guarding two of them, which is to say using two of them. The fight was long and bloody, and Krarin almost died again. But you killed him. The Minotaurs had been bound by the magic of the Dragonlords to be their protectors, even unto death. This was the only living Minotaur you have seen. You are now in the room in which he was hiding, or which he was resting, and you all have been performing a short rest, I believe. You are in there, and I'm going to say that as the session opens, you had your short rest, and Kyra looks around and just says, none of this is what I thought would happen. I tried not to come back here a lot, so I didn't know all of this. I'm sorry. I feel like I should have. I feel like that was some danger that you got in because I didn't warn you. I don't know. Are you all doing okay? She turns to Crave and just, are you doing okay? I know you tend to get hurt a lot, but that can't be fun.
Well, I can't say that I enjoy it, but life of danger, that's kind of what happens. But if we... I don't want to say... You haven't been here in a long time. That isn't for you to tell us what dangers are. You're here to document how we deal with it. So that's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't like to die. And then he just starts to just be quiet again because he really doesn't know what else to say.
I don't like it when you die either. I mean, now, back whenever you died the first time, it was like, oh man, Versi was wrong. But now it's like, I don't. Now I'm just. I want you to be okay.
Oh, thank you. And then he just gets quiet again.
Are you all. And she looks at all of you. Okay. And she just begins scribbling notes and looking down. It would be anybody's action at this point.
Is this part of the long rest, or sorry, the short rest that we had talked about taking, or?
Yeah, you guys can be in the middle of the short rest now, or you can finish it up soon. But yeah, you guys are in the middle of the short rest right now. I've given you credit for it, but you can do what you want now.
Okay. I don't think I have anything in particular that I would want to do.
Okay.
I assume I'm just kind of gassed out at this point, really.
That's fair. You used a lot of spells and a lot of emotions and stuff in the last session.
Do I notice if Euphemian is like looking at me weird or anything?
Euphemian, are you?
Not especially.
As I define weird.
Mhm.
Well,
Just
I mean, I'm not supposed to know any of this stuff, right? About like feelings for each other and stuff. So,
Mhm.
you know, so I just don't know whether or not he was like looking at me weird or whatever. Whatever.
Euphemian,
not
what?
especially. Just
Mhm.
tired, weary,
Okay.
1,000-yard stare. You know.
Okay. What is everybody else doing? Like, is anybody else doing 1,000-yard stare? Are we all like the same, or?
Kiki, what are you up to right now?
I don't remember.
Mhm.
I think I might have just been sitting there, lost in thought as well.
Mhm. Kyra looks at Callista and says, she sort of like forces this, like one of those really fake smiles, like when you're, trying to keep a brave face, and she goes, so how's the story going? Am I gonna be in for a battle for the best poem?
Oh, well, I mean, I feel like you've gotten a lot more writing in than I have, but, yeah, I think I can give you a fight.
Good.
I
Rattle. What's that?
Oh, sorry. I think I have to keep playing during the entire short rest.
Okay,
But
yeah.
afterward, I do want to stop and
Okay.
pull her aside.
Okay. Yeah, so, do you guys want to finish the short rest, or is there anything else that you want to do?
I'm good to finish.
Okay,
As well.
what was it? Yeah, so you guys are finishing, the short rest. Yeah, and Kyra just, stands up. She, goes to help Kiki stand. She holds a hand out for Kiki. Helps you up. And, looks around and goes, okay, well, trying to get her energy back. She goes, well, if I'm remembering this right, there are supposed to be 3 things, weapons of the Dragonlord. We have 2. If Graxus had them, I'm guessing he found them here. So the 3rd one's probably also here. And she sort of looks around and goes, I'm not good with mazes. Normally I can just do the whole maze really quickly, so I don't really need to know how to solve it, but I don't know if I could help all of you. And she sort of looks around.
We have to find the forge, right? Or do we have to get one more before we go to the forge?
I think we should find the last one before we go to the forge.
Okay. Well,
We never did go take a look at that big fancy little building mausoleum thing down in the corner, eh?
That was. I thought that was a separate building outside of the labyrinth.
There is a separate building outside of the labyrinth that was a much, much larger. This is the Tomb of Xander. There's another tomb that you haven't seen who it belongs to yet that is significantly larger, like almost a whole mausoleum unto itself. But Kyra was saying she suspects that if Graxis had these and basically lives down here, that the last one will be down here too.
Mm-hmm.
We were looking for Xander, right? He was talking about seeking an audience with them or something like that.
Yes. Yeah. Audience
Doesn't
doesn't.
seems like he'd be much of a conversationalist at this point.
No. I think he'd be dead silent.
Uh,
And she just like has this big smile.
I'm just gonna
It was
kind of like,
exactly
really?
Craig goes, ha, and then his whole entire face is like,
I knew him. I get to make that joke.
You're like the grumpy cat face, Jen.
yeah. I should just be like
Vivian?
that all the time.
You were taking notes, right, on where we've been so far?
I was marking on the walls where we have
Right.
been, yes. Up until we ended up chasing people around. But I think we had basically come down a hallway that we had already been in, so it should be easy enough to get back on track from there.
Anybody got a vote? We got 2 doors. So we have.
I feel like we've, just based on what we've seen and what I remember, I feel like we've covered fairly much on the left-hand side of the map.
You've done most of that. You have not. There's a northwest door out of Graxis's chamber that you have not yet gone through. There's a southeast door out of Graxis's chamber you have not gone through. And then
Right.
there's the path you came in from.
Miki, give us a door due northeast.
Northeast.
Yep, okay.
It's not just a random way into a wall. I mean, I'm totally,
just smash through a wall.
I'm okay.
Oh my god. Mickey smash!
Mhm. All right.
Or we could always take Tammy's mom's opinion and just open a door.
Frickin' door.
Well, the one up at the top left is already open, so I think that means we have to open bottom right.
Oh shoot, we have a map, don't we?
We have a map, but I'm trying not to lean on the map too much because I don't know how to put it on the screen in a way that'll be good for the viewers. But you guys do have a map.
Right, because I cornered him when he was just coming out of his room, and then he pretty much stomped on me after that.
He did. Kyra goes, yeah, yes, that's correct.
Okay, are we all okay to maybe take this? Because we've already gone through this, through the one way when we chased him. We could
Did
always
I?
try going with...
Did I bring resurrection scrolls?
Uh-oh.
And she turns and looks into her bag. Everybody be very careful from here on out, okay?
Oh.
So, I guess, Kiki, I'll just follow behind you. How does that sound? Yeah? Sounds good? I'm okay with that. Yeah.
As
Alright,
long as you
let's-
don't mind, I might have had beans for lunch, as long as you don't mind.
I will make sure to put Euphemian in front of me the moment anything happens. Euphemian, you're with me, Ben.
Kyra just goes beans as a quill just like writes on the scrolls.
Okay, maybe lentils.
Euphemian, we need to talk man to man or something at some point about lentils.
I don't think we do.
What?
Gray just nods.
This is our Greek Odyssey stream where we discuss
Fart
beans.
jokes.
Fart jokes. I'm pretty sure there were some in Disney's Hercules. There had to have been. Or at least that good. So anyway, so which way is it? North. What's up?
Yeah,
Sorry.
do you have anything there, Callista? Do you have a feeling of where to go or anything?
I mean, if it were me, I'd probably just flip a coin.
Okay, let's flip a coin then.
Okay. Heads we
Does
go
anybody
up,
have-
tails we go down.
We all have coins.
I got coin on hand.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Reed
Oh,
has
he's
a
got an
coin.
he's got a real coin.
Yeah,
And the
Alright,
Greek
let's
chorus
do it.
themselves produces the coins.
So, we got Eagle on one side and Temple on the other.
Oh shoot, I don't know which one of those is heads.
Well, let's flip a coin to
Um,
decide which.
The eagle has a head, so
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
I like the eagle has a head.
All right. So, what are we calling? Heads or tails?
Heads north, tails south.
Okay. And it lands eagle side up. So,
All right.
heads.
Head.
north.
North? You guys are going north?
All right.
Apparently.
We're off to
Ca-
the north side.
And Kyra just goes, that was a quarter of a page on how you decided to go northwest, but I'm going to keep it in.
How long was the trying to cross through like a gap and try to jump through that? How long was that?
What gap? Oh, that thing? That was, trying to jump a 15-foot gap was about a half hour in the stream. I don't know if anybody, I think that was our least viewed episode, which is probably a mercy to everybody involved.
Yes, we agreed never to mention it again.
Oh man. Those of you that did not see that episode completely missed me asking Tammy to make a basic athletics check, and then it just unlocked a series of events where people were just falling down cliffs for half an hour.
And I had an advantage on the frickin' rolls.
So you guys are going northwest?
Yes.
Northwest.
All right. I'm gonna put you all just on the same space just to move. I'm just gonna compact you guys for right now. So you guys are moving. You move through. What was that?
When we start going, I want to kind of pull Kyra to the back to talk to her for a second, where people maybe can't hear us as well.
Okay, so you pull her back. Are you while they're still walking then?
Yeah, like we'll just a few
Okay.
paces back.
All right. She steps back and she goes, "Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Do you need a thesaurus? I have." And she reaches through and she goes, "I have a couple."
No,
Which
I'm
one?
fine.
Okay. What?
I know things are weird right now, but I saw you back there, and it looked like you. I know you said you can't do anything to help us. It looked like you might, and I just.
Kyra, I'm sorry. There's things I can't.
No, of course. But I was thinking maybe
Or Callista, sorry.
you could. I don't know. When you brought Cray back, you said that you were channeling. I have now blanked on the goddess's name, Mitros.
Mitros, yeah. Yes.
You said you were channeling Mitros' power. Was that real? Is that a thing that
Well,
gods can do?
some of the gods can lend powers to each other. We have different things
about
we can
mortal?
do, different things we're capable of. I can't do everything. I can only do what's within my own realm. So
But
Some-
can you do that for mortals?
give them powers?
Yeah.
I think so. Like temporarily, or what do you mean?
Well, I was just thinking, I haven't been able to help them as much as I want to, and I know you want to help us, but you can't. But
Callista, you've been such a
Maybe-
big help.
But I was just thinking maybe there's something you could do. Maybe I could, I don't know, help you in exchange if you wanted to, if you were able to help make me stronger so I could help them better.
Oh! And she says that like so loudly that everybody else hears. She goes, "Oh! You want me to give you some of you want me to empower to give you some of my so that they Is that right? Did I get that right?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not very, like, religious usually, but
Oh, Callie, and she pulls you in and she kisses you on the lips and just just presses her lips and just begins to kiss you very passionately. As she does, for Callista, time almost seems to slow down, and I don't mean that in the romantic sense. I mean literally, the others turning their heads seems to almost slow to a crawl, and it seems like a second will take hours as she feels Kyra's kiss. all around her falls away. Callista, when you open your eyes, the sustained warmth of a loving kiss is flowing through your body, but Kyra's not there. You are in some place of blue and silver energies swirling around you. Vast void in the distance, in every direction. You hear the roar of a mighty dragon that is miles away and yet sounds and feels right next to you, reverberating and shaking your body. The force of which causes you to recoil, closing your eyes, whether bracing yourself or processing this. And when you open them, you see Kyra standing in front of you, her body glowing with a golden light, her entire form perfect from what you've seen before, because you've seen like the dirt and the scrapes and the cuts from this journey, but she seems as perfect as she'd want to seem, with the quill floating next to her on one side and the scroll on the other. And she looks at you and she says, Callista, you want to help others on my behalf, to help them on my behalf. It's part question, part statement, but she watches you for your response.
Yes. I mean, and not just the heroes. It seemed like you were interested in making things right with the natives of Thylia.
You see all around you the silhouettes of the centaurs and the satyrs and the minotaurs and the nymphs. I have made so many mistakes, and you're offering to help me to make amends. Is that what's in your heart?
Yes.
And she walks towards you, her feet not making any sound on what seems like a glass floor. And she places her hand on your chest right where your heart would be, and she just says, do right by them. Watch out for them, not just the absence of wickedness, but bring the presence of kindness and mercy and compassion. Is this what you want? One final time.
Yes.
You feel like this thunder wave hitting your whole body as you see the glow of her, and her hand glows and it starts to move into your chest towards your heart and spread through you. And she says, I cannot tell you everything yet, but I can tell you that I believe you. Callista, that which is left of me will now flourish within you. And you feel this warmth, and you hear divine music just above what you've always imagined. Song now, not her song, not her music, but your music as you've always wanted to hear it. As the golden light flows through your body and then grows so strong you can't see, until you can see, and you are once again in the labyrinth, with the others, and you see Kyra, the kiss again, as she pulls back and just... I never knew what that would feel like. Reality and time moves back once. And Callista seems to almost be glowing. And Kyra looks at Callista almost reverently and just says, "Thank you. Please keep the promise." Kyra... Oh, we'll wait for Tammy to get back. Kyra will take 1 permanent level of exhaustion. And Callista, you have gained 1 level in Celestial Warlock. Let me see 1 second. And Kyra just looks at you all and just goes, "I have a lot more to write down, so if you need to just go do this, that's fine." Wow. Okay. So if you just need to...
Okay? Like, does Callista's... Like, I mean, I wouldn't mind trying it out myself maybe one day. Just to see what it's like, but, I mean, just kissing her, does that to you?
You guys totally made out, man.
Yeah.
I mean...
Totally.
I mean...
We were talking about lentils here, and all of a sudden, all we hear is gasping. So...
You're like
I don't think...
eating each other's face.
I don't think the lentils were related, to be honest. I don't... I think Callista is a lot more than I thought she was. And I already thought she was a lot.
I just kind of like wink at Cal or at Al or Callista's, like, you know, as if he knows what he's talking about. He just like winks at Cal, like, he knows what's going on. You know? He's like, yeah, type thing, but he has no idea what's going on.
Everyone deals with stress differently.
That's what that was.
Oh, it's a secret. Oh, is it going to be like a reveal later? I am so sorry. I had one of those ruined for me earlier, and I don't want to ruin yours. I'm sorry. No, it was just a kiss. It was just a kiss.
How did it end up like this?
I don't know.
No.
How did it?
I don't know.
So, Euphemian, about lentils.
I avoid them if at all possible.
Okay.
They're delicious. Like Cal's kisses, ha, and then I just start walking away.
What are we, 3?
And Kyra goes, "Callie, you said that you would." She sort of whispers to you because you said that you would keep you can keep secrets for me, right?
Yes.
I don't think I could do that again.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, that was quiet. What'd you say?
Thank you.
Yeah, let's move on. So are you guys proceeding down the labyrinth?
Up the labyrinth.
Up the labyrinth. As you go up the labyrinth, I will say you go up, and I will save you guys some time because there is one dead end here, and if you went down it, you would find it really quickly. So there's only one other path. As you move through the labyrinth for a long, dark, winding path, you come upon one fork in the road. You seem to be very high up in the labyrinth, and with Euphemian's tracking with the notes on the wall, and with those of you that are paying attention would notice that. Let me put this here. Would pay attention and notice you seem to be towards the top center of the map. There is to your right a large wooden double door that is closed, and then there is a path leading even northward from where you are right now. It is your option where you want to go.
Let's go flip a coin again. Unless there's any urgent. Is there any of Euphemian's markings anywhere at all on this?
No, this is completely new area.
Okay.
And I assume I will have been continuing the trend there as well.
The what? The what there?
Of marking.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
we go.
Yeah. I will use the marking as shorthand. I won't screw you over on it.
Okay, so should we, I don't know, I mean, it turned out well for us to go through,
Well, one would hope that there's not any further Minotaurs ready to take all our lives behind another door.
Okay, what does
But
it
there
look
were
like
the
on
skeletons in that one room.
Does it look like there's things on the floor, like a way to, like, people...
Roll an investigation check.
Hey, first roll, dudes.
Yeah.
You sound a little distant, Jin. It's not that big of a deal, but just letting you know.
Okay, investigation, you said?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I rolled a... Oh, I have... My computer's going nuts. I rolled something.
You rolled a 10.
I rolled a 10.
All right, you rolled a 10. So you look around. Basically, I'm gonna say 1 second. So what was it? When you look around, you see sort of like dust and dirt underneath the wooden panels, or the wooden doors. Up towards the north, you see almost an absence of dust and dirt, as if it was clean, like actively cleaned. But yeah, that is all you can tell with a 10. That's and where you are. That's the most evidence that I can give you.
Okay. So
Tammy's mom,
I
if you have
tell
any
the-
thought on where they should go, you can post it in. But anyway,
It
go on.
just tells to open. Anyway, yeah. Yeah. No, I tell the party that. I'm like, what do you guys think?
I'm honestly inclined to try the door.
Okay.
Okay. Who's opening the door?
Kiki.
Kiki.
Okay,
Kiki is being voluntold.
sure. Why not?
So you open this door, and you see this room full of barrels and discarded broken weapons, rusted shields, and then on the floor below, the broken and discarded bones of humanoid figures. What little you can tell from like the cloth that's there and look around, this appeared to be like a storage room of sorts, and these seem to be like worshippers of some kind.
Not a broom closet.
You see also another door from there leading south. You guys can move your characters in there in order to see, if you'd like to. I think Freyrin, well actually, yeah. Never mind. So yeah, that's what you guys see. You're in this room. What do you guys want to do? Kyra just goes 3.
Nothing else.
What was that?
There's nothing else. I figure I have my head poked in, but
You poked in. You in this room. You don't see anything else right now.
Do I recognize any of the, like, there's statues there, right?
There's like a bunch of barrels. Let me see. There'd be statues of a few different. It looks like priests maybe. Roll a religion check.
It's a
17.
17.
Oh, you look at these robes and the way the priests are designed, you, at a 17, I am successfully giving you the payoff of you do not recognize what kind of priests these are. Yeah. They don't match anything that you've seen in your studies or in any recent statues or architecture that is mainly around the places you've traveled.
Well,
Kara goes,
I'm not inclined to stay too close to statues, just as Reed.
Just in taking a look, like, do I see any type of scuff marks on the floor that would indicate if the statues have moved or anything?
roll an investigation check. Kara's looking down. She goes, how many people do you think are down here? How many statues do you think are down here?
I
If
got a
one of-
14.
If one of these were to come alive right now, which one do you... And Kiki, you are looking at a 14. You look around. The statues have not moved. There's nothing to indicate that they're anything but statues. And Kyra goes, twist, and she points to the ground. And you see some of the bones, again, starting to come together as before.
Door.
Which door? The south door or the left door?
South.
South door.
South door.
You go to the south door. What was it? You go to the south door, open it, run through, and Kyra just runs, like, bolts through on the other side. I'm gonna say when Kyra bolts through, everybody make a perception check. Actually, no perception check. Sorry, I take that back. Meh.
That was a good roll.
Oh, Euphemian, you changed your sheet. That's right.
I did. Yeah.
Crayrin, you would notice you are the fastest person in the group, with one exception. And you notice that Kyra just, like, barely surpasses you as you guys run out the other side. But when you get out the other side, she goes, do we close the door, or what do we do? Or
Close the door.
okay, close the door.
I'm definitely gonna close it.
Okay, you close the door. As you close the door, what was it? You close the door. You hear these sounds on the other side. This as these fists beat on the door. You can't quite see what they are, but you can absolutely guess. And Kyra's just there, and she goes, okay, we hadn't finished exploring that whole area. Are we done exploring that area, or maybe they'll just go away?
One could hope. Maybe they'll get tired and go back to sleep.
Do you know any songs of sleeping? She turns to Callista.
No. Wait. Maybe. Hang on. I need to see if I used it.
Well, I mean, you make your own decisions. I was just asking. I don't want to tell you how to. Oh, I'm interfering. I'm interfering.
I might have something. How do
While
I
this is
do
happening, I kind of go over to Kyra a bit. I'm like, you're one fast lady. I'd like to maybe race one day when we're not going to die. What do you think?
I would like that.
Awesome.
Roll an insight check.
She probably thinks she's gonna beat my ass, which is probably true. But let's go see. I rolled a 12.
She is blushing.
Oh, cool.
This is. I could give you more at higher, but at a 12, this is one of the best pickup lines she has heard since you all met.
I'm gonna
really
look
mi-
at Cray. You run?
Yeah, you have to run away if you don't die as much as I do.
Sorry, you were cutting out.
Oh, I said you have to run when you die. As
Oh,
if you
right.
Get into trouble. No, get into trouble. As much as I can.
Perhaps we could have this conversation on the move.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. Sorry.
And then I'll just like walk up and like, yes, I can. I have magical sleep.
Okay, I can't tell you what to do, and we can go down this path or whatever. I should not have even suggested that. That is inappropriate. I don't know how to parse that. So whatever you all want to do is fine.
Well, let's hold it until we encounter something worse. I have a feeling we're not out of the woods yet.
If there's some expectation that we're going to have to speak with Xander, so far our luck with talking with things has been not fantastic.
It's really frustrating because usually I'm pretty good at it.
Me too. I am charming as anything.
It's
I
true.
agree.
It is true. So where are we?
Let's keep going. I don't really have anything to. There's nothing obvious that we could jam the door with, is there?
Not here.
There may have been the bones on the floor on the other side, but I'm not going back in there. Let's just keep going. Put
let me see
distance
one
between us and the
second.
door.
Yeah, so let me double check something. Interesting. Hold on one second.
I don't like the sound of this.
So you guys are proceeding down. Everything's fine. There is nothing to worry about. Let me make sure I have this all right. So as you all move through the map, I'll cut out complete dead ends just to save you time because that's not fun for anybody. You are moving through because the north's the dead end, finding your way going back south again. As you are going south again, you find another set of wooden doors. What was it? Let me see one second. Yeah, there's another large set of wooden doors there. It is your action if you would like to open them or anything like that.
Sensing a trend here.
Mm-hmm.
The first room that we opened had some skeletons, and then an angry minotaur. The second room had some angry skeletons. Who wants to lay bets that the third room will have angry skeletons?
To be fair, the room that we rested in had dead skeletons? But I'm guessing skeletons is right.
It's not a matter of whether or not the skeletons are there. It's whether or not they start to move and knit together. So if they knit together, that's where we have problems.
What would you do if you were
I
making
wonder-
this maze?
If we could just steal their spines before they
Ooh,
assemble.
that's terrifying. I love it.
That is grim.
How about taking their arms? I mean, how are they gonna hold their like things if we just like take their arms? Could we just do that? Like, are they gonna kick at us with their like little feet,
Skeleton feet.
their
Just-
little bone toes? Like, I don't know. I think we could just take their arms off.
Disarm them?
Ha! You know what's even better? When we take it and we use that to hit them with their with themselves. They'd be like, stop hitting yourself. Stop hitting yourself.
Oh,
There's not a lot of dignity in it, but it is amazing.
I don't have a lot of dignity, to be honest.
That's fair.
Hey, we finally found somebody that Craren wants to bone.
With their
The
own
skeleton
with their own
with their
body
own
parts.
bones.
Their own bones. Sorry, Tammy's mom.
Um,
All right, well,
Expecting there'll be a comment
Work.
soon.
yeah. So what is the action? What's the call here?
Let's bone. The
Oh
skeletons.
God!
That was Jen talking, not Cray, but definitely let's go open up that next door.
All right, who's
Yep.
opening it?
Yep.
Kiki.
All right, so you open the fucking door already.
Yes.
When you open the door, you see a large rectangular room with a high ceiling, sculpted walls, and a flagstone floor. A mangled skeleton, broken upon itself, near the entrance where you are opening the door. The walls are embellished with rows of carved, screaming stone faces. The far end of the room features a pair of heavy bronze double doors. 2 skeletons are sprawled in front of that door, the bottom halves of both of them crushed and their armor mangled.
Any of them moving? Can we take their arms?
These skeletons are so thoroughly smashed that if they even came to activity, they would be... What has happened to them is worse than you're pulling off their arms. They are not a threat.
How about that big one?
My common sense is suggesting there may be a trap in this area.
'Twas Euphemian who suspected a trap. Kyra writes down.
Kiki will look up towards the ceiling if I can see if there was anything. Like if there's any, I know it's a high ceiling, but if there's some sort of a platform or something that can come shooting down from the ceiling or maybe from a wall, depending where the skeletal shattered pieces are.
Or is it
Roll.
like one of those rooms that like crushes in slowly and...
Oh, right. Are they like smack in the middle or are they like sprawled everywhere in the room?
There is. Give me 1 second.
1.
Oh, we're sassy today.
Compactor on the tension level.
We're fine. How are you?
It was a boring conversation anyway.
There is. Let me see. The room itself, what they do not say here, which is bizarre to me. The room itself is. Let me. This is not working right. Sorry, this app just messed up for me.
So I just want to double check. We have a room, a big, massive one with doors on the far end. There's skeletons in front of that door, and then, skeletons in front of the one that's the like big bad dude in the middle.
When you look into the room, you see the shattered bones across the floor, and red stains smeared across the floor, stretched out, with the large bronze doors immediately across the hall on the other side.
From where I am, could I use Mage Hand to try to open the far doors? See if it sets it enough?
Sure. You use Mage Hand. What color is your Mage Hand again?
Light blue.
I always like to be able to visualize the colors of magic. I don't know why, but it's like my favorite thing. So this blue,
Octarine.
this octarine hand, fuck you, moves across the hall. Let me see if you have, let me see if you can go the distance. It goes what, 30 feet, 60 feet?
30 feet.
30 feet. It goes just there. As it does, yeah, it pushes up against the door. The door cannot open with what the mage hand can do, but bear in mind the mage hand can't do more than like 10 pounds or something like that. So
Okay.
it takes, at the very, all you're able to glean is that the door is somewhere between unopenable and takes more than 10 pounds of force.
Is
Are you
it?
pushing or are you pulling? Try the opposite one.
That's actually just what I was about to ask. Is there like pull handles on it?
There are no pull handles on it. It appears to just be a push.
Tammy knows this.
I have that mirror that was given to us by Anora in order to like look around corners and stuff. Could I be like, use it as like one of those things where you could like look and just make sure there isn't anything hiding around corners or anything like that?
Yeah, use your roll perception.
Perception. I rolled a 13.
13. You do not see anything hiding just around the corner. You do not see any sort of like lever or skeleton or minotaur skeleton or angry skeleton or anything. All you see is the blood and the smashed bones and the very obvious assertion that several people have died in this room.
What gets me is that the bones are all on the one side here, and there looks to be smear streaks. It almost feels like somebody took a hammer and then just when you kill something like a spider or a mosquito and you try to smear it off something because you think you get rid of it. It feels like that.
Or
I haven't killed a
say
lot of
one wall
spiders.
came in, crushed towards the other.
I don't like either of those options.
How many spiders
wonder-
have you killed?
Oh, myself all the time. The girls scream all the time. They always ask me to go kill them. It's just my job as, everything else that apparently I don't do that's unimportant.
I love your backstory.
It's interesting. Anyway, yeah, back to squishing stuff.
Okay.
I would prefer avoiding squishing stuff.
Sorry, Euphemian, you said it was a push door, right?
Yes.
I wonder how fast it would be for me to run there, push the door, and come back.
Unless
go
that's
through.
what sets it off.
But I'm fast.
We could try to wedge this door open.
Good
Hopefully.
idea. I know it's a push door, but if we could mage hand something around that door and we'll just rip it open, could we do that, do you think?
Well, there's nothing to attach to. That's
Oh.
It's
Otherwise-
bronze, right? So it's like metal.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Let me see if I have anything in my inventory that will help.
I need to write down what you have at some point. It's just that if you pull something out later that helps, I don't want people going, oh, Kyra never said that Kraven had that. This is a Deus Ex Machina. So I need whatever you have. I need to be able to foreshadow it. So later. I'm sorry. We're busy. Later. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll do that during the race, for sure.
Okay.
Honestly, I mean, I have some meditative abilities that I could channel my fast little wood elf legs. I may be less than 5 feet tall, but maybe I could run there, slam the door open, and come back in like less than 6 seconds. What do you think?
Could you go through if it looked like it was going to be too tight?
Yeah, sure.
Or
That
is
was Jen saying the ha ha ha.
Uh-huh.
Is that a bad idea?
I could
concern,
try.
Of course, that I have is that you end up on the far side successfully, and then we're just trapped on either side.
True. But I wondered, if I used my inner self abilities to run, open the door, and run back, would that be enough? I have that ability.
Have you been holding back on how fast you are?
Me? No, never. That's why we want to race. I mean, come on, right? I mean, that's why I would like to race. I mean, it's not
Okay.
that far, really. It's like, what, 20 feet away-ish? I mean, you know, totally. I mean...
Okay. No, go on. Make your
And I
plans.
wink
Make your
at-
plans. I'm sorry.
And then I kind of wink at Kyra a little bit.
Cool.
I mean, roughly speaking, I'm eyeballing it right now, and it looks to be about 5 feet. Just eyeballing it, of course. And if I can run there, push the door open, hopefully not die and come back, that would be good, right?
Yes, well, the hopefully not die part is really the part of this plan that's all up in the air.
True.
We've all
But
hopefully not
Especially with
died
you.
far enough thus far.
this is true. I mean, I don't know if I mean, that's my suggestion. That's one I've got. But,
Unfortunately, I don't really have a better idea.
It's as good as anything.
I'm not going to stand in your way if you want to do this, but
all right. Maybe just give me some space, I guess. I need to breathe, I guess. And then so at least if I run back to the door, I don't smash into you.
Yeah, let's back up a little.
You got this. Do you got this? You got this. She steps back.
All right. And then-
Deja vu to the freaking cliff.
Holy shit, right? Oh my god. Okay, so what
Actually,
Trey
it's
does
advanced abilities.
is I just want to read my spell just in case because I don't want to fuck it up because I'm saying all this stuff, but I'm hoping it's true. So,
What spell do you have?
Okay, so well, not spell, but so if I use Step of the Wind,
Uh-huh.
I can use my movement and then my action to
Oh.
open the door, and then my bonus action to run back. That was my thought.
Okay, I see what you're doing. Oh. So you want to use your bonus action to move, your full action to finish that, and basically have
My
made
bonus action,
Yeah.
run my ass back within that turn.
have made a play at the door before I quote unquote have time to react. Okay. Interesting.
or the room. It's not you. It's
No, I
the
know.
room.
I mean me as the bad things
as
in
the
the game.
room. Oh, okay.
I don't like the quotations in that.
Oh. But yeah, that's my plan. Talking D&D terms, I would like to use my Step of the Wind, so that I would take my movement to get there, open the door or whatever, and get my ass back out to my friends.
Okay. So you do that. So you ready?
I'm gonna go ahead and use my key point. Hopefully, I don't die.
You do this. What does this look like, by the way? Like, is it just like the Naruto run? Like, what is your Krarin moving at full speed? Like when?
What? I think that is because he's only like, I don't know his height. I think he's like 5 foot nothing. So and he normally has like this hood and stuff. So I'd imagine his hair is all messed up when his hood is down because it's all whatever messy. So all you see is this like streak of weird brown hair, kind of all like sticking out all over the place as he like, and then like pushes the door open and goes back to the group.
And you just run back, and Kyra just, as you just run all the way over to this other room, you run there. I want you to make a let me double check here. I want you to make a pure strength check.
Oh yeah, great, Gray. You're good at that shit. Okay, strength check. Just oh no. Oh man, did it go through? Oh, it didn't go through yet. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Sweet thing, 19.
19.
Holy shit.
19 is incredible. So you just whoom, like the Roadrunner, all the way through to the other side. You run through, push on the door, you put your full strength into it. This door doesn't move
Shit.
as you feel pushed back. That is your whole action in the room.
My bonus action doesn't mean coming back?
Oh, so you wanted to split your movement among? Okay. No, I think you can. Oh no, so you can move. You can use your bonus action to get there, take the action to move, and then use your regular movement to get back.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay, so you use your bonus action to get back. You run, push as hard as you can. Assess that to put it lightly, a 19 is not happening. You don't see anything else with the passive perception. You don't see anything else there that would open the door to 15, and then you whoosh back.
Wow, guys, I'm sorry, nothing happened.
Yeah, you can almost feel when you tried to push it, your muscles straining against it, like it's stuck in enough that you weren't able to push it at that level. Like at a 19 was not enough, was basically in game terms what you could tell. And
Okay.
Kyra just looks at you. Her face is like, her eyes are wide. She goes, "So, what did you see?"
Well, I ran out there and I pushed as hard as I could, and honestly, I felt I was pretty strong in that moment, but it wasn't enough. So I ran back. I don't know if I didn't hear anything or see anything. I don't know. Did you
Is there
guys
like
see
a
anything?
lock?
Oh, I didn't. Do you want me to go and try again?
Did anything happen?
Yes,
in the room?
please.
Yeah. Did anything? Did anything happen? Yeah.
No, you didn't see anything change in the room at all.
Okay.
Hold on, let me 1 second. I'm going to tell you something at a passive perception of 15, which is nice. When you were moving across the room, not something I normally give somebody who blurs past, but you're a freaking monk. You felt the floor lower very slightly when you were running across it. And that's about it.
That's the trap.
Shit. Okay. With that passive perception, would I know exactly where it was, or just like I'm so fast I had no idea?
It was the whole
somewhere
floor.
on the floor? It was the whole floor. Shit.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So All right. So I tell my friends, I'm like, I ran, I pushed, and it wasn't enough. I came back and I realized, oh my goodness, the floor moved.
Who's going into the room right now? Because a bunch of people are moving in there right now.
I was just moving to see where I was. Sorry.
Okay,
I will
okay.
move everybody right
We all
back.
just moved in. Oh!
No. I just wanted to see if I could see more of the room, but apparently I'm not allowed to.
No,
Tammy,
you're not.
You've doomed us.
No!
That was Tammy. It wasn't Kiki at all. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah. Tammy doesn't exist in this world.
But yeah, no. So I told them this, that I didn't even feel like just one part of the floor. It was the whole floor. So it's the floor, guys. We have to do something about that. Could we push it? I don't know. I'm grasping at straws, guys.
I don't suppose anyone can secretly fly.
I haven't learned that spell yet.
I don't think monks can do a lot of stuff, and I don't know if fly
I can
is one.
swim,
That's like flying.
but in water, not on land here.
If I'm on the, if I stand, I mean, I'm small enough. Maybe if I stand on the floor, you guys can pull me before something happens.
I don't know if that's a risk I'd be willing to take.
Kyra checks her bag again. Go on.
Oh no.
I'm right here. I'll be 5 feet away. I'll hold your hand, and maybe my weight will be enough to like trigger something, and you pull me back, and we'll see what happens.
Are you talking to Kyra or who are you talking to?
No, to my friends.
Okay, yeah.
So we like hook that rope around you, around your waist, and then as soon as we see the thing crushing in, we just yoink,
Well,
pull for all we're worth.
Well, I figure it's the whole floor, and so the moment I stepped on it, I started feeling it. So if I'm even on, like, just right, oh, geez, that's why it's not pinging. Even if I'm just right in front of you here, then maybe that would be enough to trigger something, and then you could hopefully save me before I die again. Again, and again.
I mean, it's as good as
I mean-
anything, right? We gotta get more info.
I mean, just the wants, but yeah.
Yes, thank you. I'm just used to death by now, but you're right. You're right, Kyra.
Sorry.
Alright, so Shall we? Who has a rope? Can I'll
I
tie
do.
it around me?
Yeah.
I test it to make sure that if it's on me, it won't like yoink me and then the rope falls apart because that would be shit. So I make sure that it
The Boy
is
Scout knot.
tight. Yeah.
All right, it is a tight rope. I want you. So you're tying it. I want you to make a survival check on the rope.
Oh no.
Can I help?
Sure.
What if,
Okay.
just as a possible thing here, instead of tying her at the end of the rope, well, Krayerin at the end of the rope, him, we tie him in the middle, and then that way, no matter how you pull it, if the rope comes undone, you're still yanking Cray because the rope has to come.
Oh, that's a
Back, but
great
it's-
idea, Euphemian.
That's why he's a smart one.
There's a reason why he's a learned man, and I am just a lowly monk. Absolutely, 100%.
I got top marks in Ropes 101 in Mitros Academy.
They teach that.
Oh, I did not realize the Mitros Academy taught that. I think I should. No, they won't accept a little rope like me. Okay, so let me just.
Wait, no, they teach that and you passed it?
I'm sorry.
No, Kyrie, because they teach that and you passed it?
I mean, it may have been an after-hours course.
Okay. Um,
Oh, they do evening classes there. That's pretty cool. I guess
One-on-one training.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. No, they still
I
don't
am-
accept a monk like me.
I have learned a lot since Graxus's room, and I am handling it fine. So, what
Alright, so let's do that.
would we do?
We'll get,
Okay. So I take off the thing and put it back on, but around me,
Mhm.
so it's in the middle.
Okay.
I would like to assist with tying.
All right, give me a survival check with advantage.
Okay. How do we do advantage again?
Just roll twice.
Oh, I see. In the app.
Oh no, that's a disadvantage. There it is. Hopefully it'll do both.
15. That is a solid rope. You can probably rely on that.
Oh boy. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Inasmuch, I guess we'll put Kiki on one side and then Callista and I on
Yeah.
the other.
So the plan is for Kiki to be on one side of the rope, Euphemian and Callista to be on the other side, and for Cray to go into the room by themselves. Is that it?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Oh.
Cray, are you stepping into the room then?
I am stepping into the room. Where is my character? Well, I mean, you can find my character.
Yeah. Let me just
Where
spread
do I-
these out.
Okay.
All right. So
There I am, right there.
Kyra's watching and just like looking at you with like eyes sort of like paralyzed, like that Jurassic Park thing, the Jello scene. She's just watching you frozen, but like the quill is just writing frantically.
Okay.
As you just go in by yourself. Yeah, you feel the floor start to sort of lower a little bit
Oh,
under your weight,
feeling it. Feeling it.
but then it steadies.
Oh. Can I jump?
Sure. Do you jump?
Okay.
All right, you jump, and you feel it like move a little bit, like adjust a little bit under your weight again, and then it steadies out.
Oh man. So I can come back to them and say, I need to eat more nachos. I don't work. I need someone else with me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe
Or
if you go.
perhaps we
figure
just
out.
send one person in at a time. Perhaps if it's able to bear the weight of one person,
Right.
then we can send, say, Kiki in to smash that stupid door down, and then we cross the room one at a time.
How much do
Hopefully.
you weigh, Cray?
Oh gosh, I weigh a huge. Hang on, let me just see what the hell I weigh. Give me 2 seconds. Actually, I've never, to be all honest, I never thought I would actually have that.
I'm just looking it up. I would say Krayerin would probably weigh about 120, 130.
Oh, yeah, I said I was about 100 pounds, but then with my all the weight on me, I don't know what that is.
You have 93 pounds of weight, so you're a little under 200 pounds.
So I'm a little under 200 pounds. It is not enough to make me do this thing. So I mean, give me your backpack. Somebody has another 100-pound backpack, I'm sure.
154. 2.5 pounds that I'm carrying. And I'm already 200 pounds, so that's 350 pounds there for me. I don't think I'm making it.
Well, somebody give me a pack, and then they'll make me like 100 extra pounds. We'll try.
I love the feedback we got from Tammy's mom. All right, I'm just waiting here. I love this.
For the audience, if you hadn't seen it, it says that you told me to grow some balls. So, and so okay, you know what, Cal? Come.
Me?
Well, give me your pack.
My whole me? Okay.
My whole me?
Your pack.
Here you go.
All right,
Okay.
you hand.
Don't hurt it. It's got my instruments.
You hand
Okay,
your
I'll be really
supplies.
careful.
Does
Now,
it
how
include
would you
your?
have a backpack and then you have a backpack like
Front.
kind of in front?
Is there
so it looks
anything?
like
A double baby Bjorn.
Is there anything that you're keeping on you, Callista?
I'm
Keep
gonna
something
keep,
on you.
I'm gonna keep the loot on me,
All right.
and then the weapons that I'm wearing.
Okay, the loot and the weapons. So that would say that's probably say about her bag is 72, but she's keeping a lot of the stuff. So I'm gonna say it's about 50. So that's like 250. Is that about right?
Yeah.
250. You grab it. You feel the floor lower a little bit more.
Okay, guys, this isn't working. And I tried jumping up and down again. I'm sure it's not going to do anything.
Okay,
Not
so
working, guys.
it's looking like we need to have weight in order to open the door or to kill us.
Oh.
1 second.
Yes, my fear is that we'll end up putting weight on the floor and it'll just spring loose. There will be no time to react. So perhaps just hammering at it is a poor idea.
You don't think that like the floor goes down enough that we can then walk under the door, do you?
I'm sorry. Kraven, are you still jumping?
I stopped once they started talking, but I was jumping in the beginning and then I stopped.
Okay, yeah. All right, go on.
I'm still on the floor, so I don't know.
Okay. Go on.
Yeah, so I don't know what you guys want to do. I mean, you want to give me some more weight?
No, very much no.
If you want to jump again, I can ask you to roll an athletics check, maybe, or an acrobatics check.
That can't be good.
It can't be, but you guys have me, so I'm hoping you guys will be there to save me.
Yep.
Let's do.
Ready
Okay, can I do?
for action?
Okay, can I do the acrobat?
Mhm.
Acrobats.
Yeah, acrobatics check, yeah.
Can I do acrobatics? Thank
Mhm.
you. Okay, acrobatics. At advantage because they're helping me?
I'm gonna say that advantage is helping you, disadvantage because you have way more than you can carry, so it evens out. Regular roll.
Alright, okay. I tried, guys.
20.
Oh, shit.
Oh!
Oh, it's 20! Oh, sorry.
So-
20.
Kraven is jumping, and then full force with the knees, jumps up in the air to the best of his ability, slams down with the extra weight, and you just hear this click.
Oh.
Portcullis slams down between the two parties, completely separating both of you.
Uh-oh.
I need everybody to roll initiative.
Shit. Hey, guys!
Guess I gotta fucking open a portcullis again.
Woohoo! Natural
Thanks,
20,
made
but
it.
the 24, that sucks. Has to be natural 20 on that.
12.
14?
Kiki 11.
Okay, 1 second. And then Allie got a 12. Let me just 1 second.
It was nice knowing you, Cray.
Hi,
Again.
yeah, I said the same as again.
What was it?
Didn't listen to
Kiki-
the smart one. And there you go.
Nope, I did not.
Kiki's 11.
Oh, so what happened with the rope then? Is it like stuck underneath the portcullis then, and I'm with like all the shit on my body?
Let me roll a die real fast.
Oh no! You can't even run away because you're tethered?
Holy shit!
Yeah, you are. The rope is not hurt or damaged, but you are. Yeah, the rope is between the portcullis,
How were you tied with it again?
with it on both sides, so that she absolutely couldn't be separated
So
from
two
it.
ropes tied around her middle. So
Mhm.
I'm holding on to one and you guys are holding on to the other,
Well,
or
yeah, it's a 50-foot rope tied in the middle around Cray.
If everybody let it go, she could.
shit.
Okay, this is it.
Towards visual. When you say
What?
portcullis, is it we can see through what's
It's
happening
a
in the
gate.
room?
It's usually a gate, like a barred gate,
Yeah,
right?
I'm just verifying that we can see Cray.
Yeah, you can see
Yeah,
through.
that's kind of good
Okay.
to know.
You hear
Oh, good.
as the stone wall at the bottom begins to raise up.
Yep, there we
Stone
go.
wall. You mean the floor?
No, I mean the stone wall at the south side of this
At the south?
Oh.
begins to raise up.
So there's a wall here that's going up.
Yes,
So it's like this.
it's literally the wall's raising like a curtain,
Oh, okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
revealing the huge. Let me get this right.
Something that will kill the shit out of me again.
God.
Let me see.
Oh my God.
Revealing the huge.
Mom, this is your fault. You told her to grow balls.
It is your mother's fault. The huge rusted.
Can I have?
Hold on. The huge rusted wall of spikes
Oh shit.
on the other side.
Yep, we knew it.
You hear the turning of gears and stone. Craven, it's your action.
Okay, so that didn't work down there. I'm stuck to my friends. I would like to try to. Can I go through the bars at all, or no? Am
No.
Am I too big? Okay. So in that case, I would like to.
And I'm not going to give you too much time to think about any action.
I will try to. I'll be like, help me open up the door, and I'll just hold my action to help open up the door with whoever's next after me.
All right. Kyra looks through. Kyra looks around and just. She. Let me think. On her turn, balancing what she can do. She thinks for a second and begins to just. And you. She doesn't sing, or she doesn't open her mouth, but you hear the music that she sings when she's granting heroism around you all, and you all can re-roll one die until her next turn. And she's just looking at you all like very desperately, like that's what I've got, that's what I can do. Euphemian, it's your action.
So, let's say up to about 5 feet. How many spikes are we looking at against the wall?
I'm sorry. Can you tell me where you're going with that? Because I don't have an exact number, but I can work with you on something.
If I wanted to, work at, since they're already trying to open the door, if I wanted to try at physically blasting the spikes off the wall to make like a Cray-shaped hole where Cray could potentially hide.
Okay. There are a lot of spikes, but you could. I'd say there may be like 2 large spikes per like column. So you could theoretically try that. It would probably take you. I mean, it would obviously take you at least 2 rounds, and you have no idea how sturdy they are. Does that answer your question?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Magic Missile,
Okay.
with each missile targeting a spike in sort of a column to try to.
Okay. So
Make
it's 2 in a column, so you can put 2 on one and 1 on the other if you want to just get a single column.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Roll for damage on them.
1, 2, and 3.
Is that which one's getting 2? The top spike or the bottom spike?
The bottom spike.
Okay. So yeah, you fling out, and these just, and you see the magic just slam into that's force damage, right? Force damage is slamming into these things, sort of denting and like making huge. The top one gets like sort of battered, but like it just sort of gets a little jagged, like it bent. The bottom one gets like let me see. Gets damaged and sort of battered, but it's still there. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So yeah, that's your action. Anything else you want to do on your bonus action or anything?
Nothing for me to do. So.
Okay.
Pass.
Let's see. Callista, it's your action.
Okay, so I'm assuming that Kiki's gonna open the door, so I will watch what Euphemian did, and I'm gonna give Eldritch Blast a shot.
Okay.
Same
Which
strategy?
top spike, bottom spike?
Bottom spike, so Craig can kind of duck.
Okay.
It doesn't work.
What was it?
I mean, Craig's only 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Even 5
Okay.
minutes tall, I didn't say I was.
So
Little.
roll an attack roll. Because at an angle, even if it's a stationary object at an angle, you do have to.
Hey, it's a natural 20. That's 25.
I would normally let you describe your own magic, but in this context, you throw out this light, and it looks like a pure flame, but of bright gold and blues intertwined. As it, and which one? The top spike you said, or the bottom one?
Bottom one.
Bottom one. Roll for damage.
Yay. And I still double it, right?
Yeah.
Yay. Okay. Oh, that's 10 total.
Oh, nice.
All right. Yeah. So you hit it, and you hit the spike. What was it? You hit the spike, and this one breaks. Just snaps and just breaks under the force of what you hit it with. The metal sort of being bent to one side and just being broken off, clattering to the floor. You've broken most of the bottom spike off, as much as you're going to. Callista looks at, or Kyra looks at you and thank you. Is there anything else you want to do in turn?
Craig, you still look pretty hurt.
No, I was I
Okay.
did pretty well with my hit dice. So.
Then that's it for me.
Okay. Callista, Kiki, it's your action.
I definitely want to try to lift up that door.
Okay. Roll an athletics check.
Would that be with advantage because I said I was holding my action to help?
Sure. Yeah. If you're helping her, then you both roll. Then both of you, just Kyra and Kiki, roll your athletics with advantage, Kiki.
Okay, there we go. 18 and 16.
Okay. You go to move it. What was it? Yeah. You. Hold on one second. Give me one moment. You go to you go to open it. You can both feel yourself straining. You can re-roll one die if you want, but right now 18 is not enough to lift this up. Do you want to use the heroism, or do you want to keep going?
Would I still get advantage on it?
You do. Just be one more roll.
One roll.
Mhm.
Shit.
Oh shit, I should have used that.
I don't know, that 18 was still pretty good. I doubt I'd be able to beat it, but I can give it a try.
Okay.
I'll use it.
Okay, roll one more time. Roll athletics one time.
Oh, 20! 26! Oh, thank you!
You take this, all your strength. You are working against the machinations of a room meant to never be opened by mortals. But Kiki's not really a mortal, is she? As you just... And you hear the machine start to break and bend and stutter under the strength of you pushing up against it. You do open it enough that Crayron can come back if he would like to. Crayron,
Better.
it is your action. Would you like to come back?
Oh yeah, I do the whole entire
Rolling.
the rolling and
Mm-hmm.
who knows how the backpacks will look like. Hopefully there's nothing. I'm
Mhm.
sorry, Callista.
You roll back, not gracefully over the two backpacks, but as you roll back, you guys are on this side. Technically, you're out. Everyone's out of the room, but there is still some time going. So, does anybody want to do anything else in this time? Crayron, it would be your action if you want to do anything else.
No, I'm not not going back.
Let's
in
walk
there
the
again
other way and
without
pretend we didn't do anything.
La 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 la. Like I just
Um,
basically just kind of want to look at like what is happening. Like, is it continuing even though there's nobody there anymore?
yeah,
Like,
you're still
is it
here.
just
You're hearing it sort of click and turn whatever's happening, operating, but you hear it like parts of it trying to operate, even though they're clearly broken from Kiki just basically jamming it back against itself.
yes? Okay.
But yeah, it's still
So-
going. Anything else you want to do?
I think I'll just like rush through, say sorry to Callista, and look up at Kiki and say, "That's the second time you saved my ass. Thank God." And then, or thank the gods. And then that's pretty much what I'll do. I think after.
Reach out my hand and help you up.
All right, I'm gonna give anybody else. Does anybody else want to do anything time sensitive?
While it's out, can I do another hit at the top spike? Just
Sure.
to create that hole in case we need it again?
Sure. Roll.
Alright. That's a total of 23.
Yeah, it hits. Roll for damage.
And 10!
You do 10 damage to that one as well.
And I rolled a 10 this time instead of a 9 and a 1.
Yeah, you hit that one. That's battered and broken. It's not completely destroyed, but it's mostly broken. Does anybody else want to do anything, or?
It's mostly broken.
Yes.
If Callista's still going at it, I'll just ram frost.
All right, roll
So-
your attack roll.
23.
Yeah, it hits. Roll for damage.
No.
All right, you do 2 damage. Kiki, that does technically give you 1 action left. Oh, I'm sorry. 2 damage was actually exactly what it needed. As it sort of you freeze it, you hit it with this freeze, and it sort of chills and just sort of anticlimactically, just the most of it just breaks off and falls to the floor. Just, Kiki, you would get 1 action left. In
No,
this round.
there's nothing that I need to do.
All right. As you're all standing there, I mentioned the open mouths wailing in the back. As you're all standing there, a set of spikes flies out from all of them. On the opposite side, flying to the spikes on the other wall, hitting them and jamming into hitting that and then falling to the floor. So the spikes that were from the unseen north wall fall, and then after a moment, boom! The wall just moves and slams to the other side. The spikes slamming into the wall.
That would have been so freaking bad.
And you hear the machine, as it tries to reset itself, completely give out. At some point, its resetting mechanisms broken down by the sabotage in desperation by Kiki and Krayarin.
Holy shit.
Um,
So I just like, oh, that would have been a Crayobob. Oh, guys,
I couldn't have done anything with that.
no, but you did. You helped us.
No, I'm just saying that if that had got you, I don't think that I have a spell that would have helped with. I've never tried to revive
Skewered person before.
paste. Skewered person's better.
Paste was probably would have been exactly. Well, you see the evidence of it here.
Mid-ray.
You can totally see that he's trying to shake it off, but he's getting a little bit like, oh my god, I keep fucking dying or near death.
Perhaps next time we won't intentionally try to set off the trap.
It worked.
That was awesome. What are you talking about?
I was like, yeah, that was really scary, but you know what? Actually, that was kind of cool, right?
Did it, when it closed, was there that gap that we had created that if Cray had still been there, like obviously the ones coming from the mouths would have still hit him, but.
Yeah, I think you would have been. I think that could theoretically have been fine. Yeah. Yeah.
Only if he was in the right position, right in line, because that came all of a sudden. Like you had no
Right.
chance to look and think.
Mhm.
Right.
Hoy.
Now that we know.
Well, what did we learn today, kids?
Play with spikes!
Have
The
you guys
person who came
heard?
up-
Oh, sorry.
The person who came up with this is a sadistic bastard.
Have you heard of a game called that the humans play that's called Human Tetris? I don't know what Tetris is. but-
Tetraminos.
I mean,
Tetraminos. Yes, I know.
Tetraminos.
I know those. Yeah, you just have to put.
it's-
You take a bag of little blocks and you have to put them together. Yeah, that was invented here a little
Yeah.
while ago. Why?
Oh, yeah, it's very similar to that. But you have to contort your body into that shape, and it's just an amazing little human, dumb and game.
Yes, but the difference being that if you fail in this case, you disappear.
So is it broken now?
I don't know if I want to try that again. See, I'm
I-
thinking so, maybe.
I think so. But did you want to play Tetraminos later
Maybe. Well, we'll see.
after the race?
Oh, sure.
Make it a series of challenges.
She's just
That actually
glowing.
sounds cool.
Hmm.
That sounds cool.
So does the floor still seem like it's bouncy? If we sort of
Do you want to step on it?
just like no. Does it seem like noticeably lower than it was?
Roll a perception check.
Oh, right. I guess I should go to the thing with my skills on it. Probably works better. That's a 12.
It does seem a bit lower. Yeah, that's what you can tell. At a 12.
I mean, at some point we just have to try it, right?
I feel like if you're putting a trap, it means that there's something worth guarding at the other side. Do we want to go ahead and... It seems like one person is safe, either way.
Well, I don't mind, but I'm not strong enough to open the door on the other side. I tried.
Maybe if Kiki leaves her bag with us, she can make it all the way across without it, freaking out.
It did take a significant effort once Kraven was fully loaded up, so it seems like even if it isn't completely disarmed, we're somewhat in the clear.
Okay, I'm fine with that. And I've already given your stuff back there, Cal. Just I'm not double bagging nothing no more. So.
Is anything broken?
Nothing's
Oh,
broken.
Okay.
I wouldn't do that to you. I thought the
Not to
Tetris had.
mention,
So I
Okay,
thought
well,
Tetris
that's
had a Greek origin. So the original term is Greek, but I thought that it was invented in Greece. But never mind.
oh, that's interesting.
Russia.
It, the video game was made in Russia, but I thought it was based on a Greek thing, and I was wrong. The term actually is Greek. But anyway, go on. That was my little Kyra joke there. But please continue. Kyra, knowing what you were
Yeah.
talking about was a reference to that. I apologize.
Awesome. Yeah. So if Kiki wants to do it, we'll take her pack, and I'd say you'd get really mad first, though, Kiki.
Oh, right, in case of any damage, you mean?
Or
Yes,
just so that you can
Lift.
use as much of your strength as your anger allows.
Oh my god. Okay. So, did the portcullis lift completely up?
It opened up. You opened it. It got jammed, but you opened it high enough that everybody can easily go under it.
But one at a
Yeah.
time.
Fuck.
Like we can rush through, right?
Kyra goes, do you need to be angry right now? Is that what's happening?
Well, I'm starting to get there with you guys wanting me to go ahead and jump on that stupid springy death floor. But yes, I will go into a rage and I will step onto the floor.
Do you have a rage left?
Did a short
Yeah.
rest, right? Short rest, it comes back.
We get him back after a long
Oh, okay, you do.
Oh.
But she leveled up, so she might have a new one.
She has one.
I
You have
think I
one.
did.
You have one rage left.
Yes, and I
using
think that was my new one.
Are you using your final rage?
I'm gonna go ahead and use my last rage.
All right, you have final
and I-
rage. We're not going to roll
Yeah, we can
initiative,
use
but it basically you have like 12 seconds to use it before it wears off, since you can't do damage or anything. So what are you doing in that 12 seconds?
I'm gonna try and just run straight for that door.
You just thunder towards the door. You get there. Yeah, sorry. If you're trying to push up and roll your athletics check with advantage.
Dirty 20.
20. You, at a 20, you start to push the door, and you feel it straining against you and your muscles. You feel your muscles straining, doing everything you can to push it, and then you just hear it just move against the ground ever so slightly. You can keep at it. At the rate that you're pushing it, it would take you both rounds, and then you would be out of rage by the time that this finished opening. So I will just ask you, do you genuinely want to spend all of your rage time pushing this door?
Well, I have to make an attack in order to keep it going, so I could rage and I could like smack on the door and keep my rage going. And
okay, roll an attack roll against the door.
So the room doesn't attack her then?
Right, like
No.
that's what I
Between
want to
turns.
ask.
Yes.
There isn't anything right
Nope,
now.
doesn't do anything else.
Does well.
Are you attacking the door?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I think my claws might be the best to use with my rage, so I'm just taking a look at this real quick. Unarmed. You know what? I'm just gonna do like a body slam, like an unarmed strike, but body slam up against the door
Sure, make an
rather
unarmed
than use the weapon.
Yeah, make an unarmed strike. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I was looking for it. I wasn't seeing it because I thought it was going to be at the bottom of the thing. Okay. Unarmed strike. That is a 10.
I mean, it is a door, though.
But it's with advantage, right? Or no, it's not with
Oh, is
advantage.
it?
No, it's not. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you advantage because it's a door.
You fucking door! I will not be thwarted by doors. I just got a 10 again.
Roll for damage. 10 is enough to hit a door. Roll for damage.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
Well,
an unarmed
that's
strike.
5.
That's 5. All right, so you
It's
hit it for 5.
bludgeoning.
You're pushing, and then you just slam into the door. Kyra's just watching you. Sorry, Kyra is turned on by a lot of things, but just like raw displays of strength don't do anything for her. So she's just like, "Oh, you're just angry punching the door," but you're just like pushing on this thing as you're pushing on it. So, yeah.
Did I hear her say that?
No. She's just watching you, like sort of weirded
okay.
out. She's not saying anything. She's just like watching you, like, okay. So you're pushing on the door. After a while, it does. It opens up. You do in fact open the door that was stuck. By the way, the reason I'm emphasizing how long it takes to open the door is because if you do the full trap, you have 4 rounds before everybody in the room insta-dies, and how long the door takes to open depends on what your strength check was. The door opens, and Kiki, you see on the other side this large chamber decorated with polished bronze fittings. They flicker like gold in dim red light of a single torch that seems to still be burning bright after all this time. The center of the room is filled with a black marble sarcophagus, engraved with the likeness that you've seen before of Xander the Dragonlord. And you hear all around you as you open this door: Savior of man, champion of battle, protector, oath sworn, defender of allies, fought against the Titans. And you just hear whispers of everything for which Xander was celebrated, almost floating through this room. You are the only one here right now.
Oh,
It
I
is your
will.
turn.
Well, sorry. I'm gonna step in so that I'm out of that death room. But I'm also going to turn back and tell them that this is Xander's sarcophagus is in here, and I'm going to motion for them to come one by one.
Kyra goes, is that where he was buried? I thought he was buried up at the north part of the map and that you all walked right past him. Did he just... Oh, that's interesting.
Does it matter? Let's just all get in the same room, please.
Oh, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes. Are you all going into that room then?
One at a time, yeah.
All right, one at a time.
We'll put Kiki's bag with the lightest person.
Kiki's in first. Who's next? Who's after Kiki?
Is the door open?
Door's still open. Crayrin goes in. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Euphemian's in. Callista, are you going after, or you want Kyra to go first?
I'll go next.
Right. Kyra just sort of happily follows all of you. You are in this room, the sarcophagus here. Kyra looks and just goes, oh. And she listens to the whispers and looks around, and it's anyone's action. And she takes in seeing someone the sarcophagus of someone she seems to know a very, very long time ago.
And to confirm, she had said that Xander was not terrible, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have to worry about hiding Callista.
So it's just the sarcophagus.
Yep.
And
there's one torch in the back.
carvings.
There's one torch in the back that is glowing a red light, and that torch seems to have not gone out this whole time, and it is the only light in this room. Red light flickering over the sarcophagus, over all of you, as you hear. Sometimes you hear whispers of battling Sidon. Sometimes you hear whispers of the great dragons that he raised. Sometimes you hear about the battles that he won, but just one by one, almost like someone's whispering in your ear and then leaving, everything that the Xander the Dragonlord had accomplished. It's anyone's action.
Can I touch the sarcophagus?
I'm scared to after last campaign.
You put your hand. What
OMG.
What sarcophagus was weird in Curse of Strahd? But anyway, you touch your hand on the sarcophagus. It is ice cold to the touch, and you just feel the what was it? You feel the marble smooth and in perfect preserved condition.
I kind of don't really want to open it.
Can I knock on it on the top?
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Sure, you knock on it, and you hear. And no change to the whispers in the room or the flickering light, as there seems to be no acknowledgement of what you've done.
We seek an audience with Xander.
As the lid of the sarcophagus moves up and then moves to the side and just not all the way, mostly to the side, as this tall, I'm gonna say 7 foot, 7.5 foot, desiccated corpse of a person stands, and you see the dust and what's left of this warrior wearing this golden, perfectly forged breastplate, holding this rusted sword in one hand. which one of you had the axe?
I believe Kiki does.
And he stands. And the axe flies into his hand.
Oh no.
And he turns and looks at all of you. And turns and looks at Kyra. I'll see you all in 15 minutes. I'm gonna put the mute on. I will
Yes.
talk to you all soon.
Rude.
Oh my god, guys! I was busy in my writing, and I was like, okay, next thing. Oh, okay, fine.
See you soon.
Alright, see you guys soon. Bye.
All right, bye.
Between us, you are way too late to get caught up, but we're still glad you're here. I'm not doing a recap. I already summarized the whole campaign every session. So, before we jump back in, is there anything that anybody wants to say or do before we just hit back into this?
I don't think so. I think
Zen?
Yeah, I'm not muted. Yeah, let's get to it.
All right, in that case, let me just... And I said you guys didn't get a long rest, right?
not
No.
yet.
Correct, you did.
Okay, just checking. Just checking. I can check. Everyone's so sensitive these days about whether I kill off their characters.
Rightly
this
so,
point-
dude.
You know what? By this point, Ray is just used to it all. He's like, okay, well,
That's the correct
what's
response.
the next death situation now?
I have put Krarin through some shit, and I am desperately nearing feeling bad about that.
Hey, you know what?
well-
Krarin has put himself in some shit and put us through the shit too. So not
Well-
just you.
Not gonna lie, it's Ray's specialty.
Okay, Callista's off for a second. When Callista comes back, we'll resume.
What did Tammy's mom think about the ball thing that I said? Tammy's mom?
I didn't actually get a comment from her. Let me check if my Facebook tab. Oh, she did message me. Uh-oh.
Oops.
I love
How's
Yeah,
that the
move
ball
that.
thing? Oh yeah, I said, whoa, that was
Oh.
nuts. How's that the ball? Something like that.
It was just a thumbs up to an earlier message at the beginning of the stream.
Yes.
So, this body, this corpse holding, I believe the axe in one hand and a sword in the other, turns and looks at all of you. I need each of you to make an insight check.
Inside. Oh boy, Kiki 5.
4.
Krarin at a
22 Cray. Yay.
Krarin at a 22, not only the highest in general, but above a 20. You're the one that notices he seems to be waiting. Callista said we want an audience, and he is waiting for an explanation.
Okay.
But you're the only one who realizes it, so you can react first.
Okay. We would like an audience to have a chat, and I like desperately look at everybody else.
We have been sent to you by the Lady Versa. She has given us a task to recover your weaponry.
The truce is almost over.
And he turns, after looking at Callista, and turns and looks at Kyra, who just looks at him. Her shoulders a little tense. And he just says, They worthy. And she looks him dead in his eyes, or where his eyes would be, and she says, "You'll have to ask them."
We did manage to defeat the Minotaur, Grexis. It's from him that we recovered your axe.
He looks at Euphemian for just a moment, considering this. Turns and looks at Callista, waiting for her to speak.
I mean, we've come all this way, and we made it here, and I mean, the Oracle thought we were worthy. I feel like they're pretty great.
Are you worthy? Callista, you may make an insight check if you like.
It was a 14.
Kyra redirected. He asked somebody to vouch for you, and Kyra was that somebody, and she redirected the question to you. And he is still staring at you as if waiting for an answer.
I'm gonna just like pause for a second and kind of like touch the spot where Kyra touched me in the liminal space. And I'm just gonna go, I hope so. I think so.
Why?
Because we care. We care about Thylea, and we want everyone to be safe, and things are getting dangerous. I think that's the right answer.
And he turns and looks at Kiana, waiting for her answer.
We're trying to make things right for everybody.
Are you worthy? You may roll one insight check.
Me?
Yes.
Okay. 2.
That answer does not satisfy him, and he continues to stare at you.
I will speak for us. I think we are worthy.
He continues to stare at Kiana. If anyone else wants to make an insight check at this point, they can.
Including me.
Well, I'm supposed to say to him.
That's an
What
11.
the hell is with these 9s? 14.
Okay. Krarin at a 21. Krarin, I think everyone else fell a little short. I apologize, but Krarin,
That never happens normally.
you've had a shit life, and you have had to advocate for yourself, and you've had to scrape and claw for jobs and get jobs and tasks from the other ruffians that should have gone to other people. You see what's happening here. He wants each of you to explain as an individual, advocating for yourself, what makes you worthy. Euphemian described defeating the Minotaur and making it all the way here. Callista described herself as being someone that genuinely cares and wants to make everything right. Kiana, basically, you were building off of Callista's answer. He wants to hear what makes you specifically worthy and advocate for what makes you great enough that he will accept your worthiness into consideration. Craren's the one who understands that, so Craren, you can explain that or you can do anything you'd want.
I think looking at Kiki, I kind of nod to her.
Sorry.
I kind of nod to her and I say, "You're better than that. You're so much more than that. You are worthy and you know why." And I just nod to her.
I am daughter of Pythor. Pythor is a mess right now. Has been for a very long time. That's not the kind of father I want. I want to help him get over what has happened, what is eating away at him, and help set him right so that then I may have a relationship with him and a sister that I just found out I had. And maybe that can help me feel complete and maybe somewhere I belong. And at the same time, hopefully, fixing him will fix the other crap that's going on for everybody else as well.
And he looks at you for a very long time and turns his head to Craren, waiting for Craren to explain why they are so worthy as to receive the support of the First Dragonlord.
I don't know if you can see all or know all, but I'm a piece of shit. But over that time, life had shown me that as much shit as I am, there are things out there that are not. There are things out there worth fighting for. Losing this world to a nonsense war, that isn't life. We're here to help save this. And that's why we're here. That's why I feel I'm worthy. It's not just about us. It's about what's around us. So I may be shit, but I'm worthy enough to try to help make things good and right again.
And you hear a clatter as he drops the sword to the floor. And the axe he raises up. And with surprising speed, turns it so that he's holding the handle towards Kiki, offering the axe to you. And yeah.
I will go to take it.
Yep. And you take it, and he lets you remove it. And he looks at all of you. He looks at you, Vimian, Callista, Kiana, Craren, and detaches the breastplate, lifts it, and kneels down and sets it almost reverently at the edge of the sarcophagus for any one of you to take it.
Is it like a breastplate?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The mofo?
Well,
Yeah, it's
medium armor, I believe.
I don't think Craig can use any of that. So
Nope.
while this is going on, I kneel to him. I put my knee down and kneel to put my head down while things are going on. He's a piece of shit, and he's in front of like the First Dragonlord. He's gonna do shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Does he understand the word shit? By the way, does he decide?
He hasn't responded either way. It's very hard to read him.
Okay. Okay.
But is anyone going to take the breastplate?
Probably Kiki would get all of that. I'd imagine.
If you guys can, if someone else can pick it up, I'll let you. Otherwise, I'll just kind of hook the axe back among my contraption with my backpack, and I'll go ahead and pick it up.
Could you
Yeah,
get
if
the
it's
sword count?
medium, if it's medium armor, I'm at least 3 levels away. So
How
sword's
about the
rusty,
sword?
right?
The sword's rusty. It's no good. What were you saying, Jen?
Okay. No, I was asking about the sword. Yeah, whether or not, because it was the sword, the axe, and the breastplate, but
The shield we have.
and the shield. Yes,
Mhm.
which you've already.
Yeah,
got.
so I had
Okay. Okay.
shield and axe. Now I've got the breastplate.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Okay. I understand now.
He hands it, and he's still kneeling, which he was doing to sit down, but it's now staying in the sustained kneeling position, and his head just rotates until he's looking at Kyra, and Kyra just goes, "So, should I close it off then? Is this and this volumes of scrolls and pages fly out, condense, and this luminescent gold quill appears over this paper, very different than the one she's been using for all of you. And he looks at her, and the words escape the corpse's mouth. My story is finished. And with this, the epilogue is complete. And she just sort of makes a small laugh. And, thank you. Thank you. And the quill makes just a few notes on this other scroll. And he kneels and leans back. As the lid of the sarcophagus slides back in place, covering.
Thank you, Xander.
The voices begin to fade out, and Kyra just underline, and then one final period, and the light and the torch at the end goes out. And you are alone in this magicless room. And she just puts those notes back into her bag, finishing a story she started a very long time ago. It is anyone's action.
Well, that went better than I thought.
We'd still better be doing what we better do the best we can. It's a 500-year story that now starts with us, I think.
Kyra goes, I think that we're coming to the best part of the story, I hope. I follow the four of you.
Well, hopefully all the stories will be entertaining.
Are we in complete darkness at this point?
Yes.
Oh,
Those-
if we're in
I
complete
would like
darkness.
I would like to do something if possible.
What would you like to do?
I feel a little different now, and I want to cast light on my lute.
Yeah, just this ding, and you hear like this musical note as the light just drifts through the room, illuminating it.
Now we all have ways to see, which is great.
So So I guess that's the beginning note of our song then? Is that how it goes?
Yeah.
There.
No.
Well, I wasn't gonna do the whole song because I figured people would know.
That
Oh.
that melody was of one of the most violent battles I've ever had to write about.
Sorry, Clara.
It's okay. I mean, it was fun.
Well, they say every song tells a story, right?
Yeah, yes, absolutely it does.
Well, let's get on with ours. I guess we should make our way out now, right?
I mean,
Is anyone else exhausted? I'm pretty tired.
Totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 okay. You're right. It's been a long day.
Do you think here's okay?
Kyra looks around and says, I don't think there's anything in this room anymore. I don't know about the rest of the tomb. I mean, something could come get us. But I think
Well,
that
if we
this room
keep
is safe.
watches, if we keep watches for the night, we'll camp out here. Kind of think about where we want to head next, but definitely rest up, cause good God, I'm tired.
Let me take first watch. I'm tired, but I really only need a few hours, so I can take the first watch.
Kyra goes, okay. I feel like I need to sleep a little bit. She just immediately lays down and uses her bag of like scrolls and quills as a makeshift pillow and just immediately starts to fade out.
Good night, Clara. I'll move
I'll
over
tell-
to like right here, like by the door,
Okay.
while to like keep watch and stuff while everybody does whatever they need to do.
Yeah, and I'll tell Cray to let me know, nudge me when you're done your watch, and I'll take the next.
Will do.
All right.
Is everyone fully recovered?
Well, you will be at the end of this long rest. Is there anything anybody else wants to do, or do you guys just want to sleep?
Yeah, I'm pretty tapped. I'm gonna hunker down in a corner. Can just sort of, back on the wall, sitting upright and falling asleep like that.
Mm-hmm.
For those that are awake, I'll take out my bundle of meat that I got from Ias, I think it was,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll offer some to whoever's here still awake, not already snoring, if they want to nibble away at it.
Did I have my pocket bacon, or did I give it all?
You
to
done
them?
your pocket bacon, all gone.
I think
Yeah,
I
you
think
gave
it's
You gave the rest to someone.
Yeah, the dude from the
Yeah.
temple.
The
Okay.
dude
Some.
from the thing.
Well, I was gonna give you some guys too, but I guess I'm out. Oh well. Okay. I'll take it.
So yeah, you guys sleep through the night. Let me see one moment.
I was hoping to, like, while I'm sitting there when everybody's finally asleep, that I kind of look at everybody
Mm-hmm.
as they're sleeping, not in a creepy way, but just kind of like considering. And whereas before Cray was wanting to just leave, get it done, and go back to his old life, he kind of looks at everyone and is thinking more about how that can wait. There's a different life where he hasn't had to necessarily, he didn't have to scrounge. And as he looks at each person, like he looks at Kiki and thanks her for her strength, and Cal and Kyra kind of showing him what it's like to maybe see what a budding relationship might be, and look at Euphemian and see someone struggling but still has light in his heart, and Cray's little wall that he's completely built around him is just starting to get little chinks. But he doesn't show it. He just smiles and then just keeps an eye out.
I
But
love
he's
it.
changing.
I love it. And with that, we pass into sleep. You are all alone. Just you. In this open field with fires burning all around. Not a ring of fire, but a wagon on fire, a tree knocked over and burning, screams in the distance. And it's just you, Callista, in this field. And you see this silhouette of a woman sitting on top of a stone pillar of a broken wall. And when I say a silhouette of a woman, I do mean it. It is a pure black void where this person should be. And you can only recognize them by the outline of this void. So now you're her little puppet.
Who am I speaking to?
Now you're her little thing.
I'm my own thing.
You might be more your own thing. You might be more than you realize. You might be your own thing, yes. You might be more her than she is soon. Do you know what you've done?
Who are
Do you know what you've done? The shadow void jumps down from the stone pillar and begins to stride towards you. Do you know what you've done? She towers above you, about 8 feet tall. The shadow void silhouette seems to suggest flowing hair blowing in a non-existent breeze as she leans down, bends down, and looks, you would imagine, you in the eye, but again, just a void where a face should be. And long, spindle hands reaching up towards your throat. Do you know what you wake up the next morning, all of you, having gotten to rest in Xander's tomb. You may all take a long rest, resetting any spells you need, any skills you have. You are all well.
I'm trying to do the long rest here, but I'm also trying to write furiously so I remember every single moment that just recently happened. So I don't know if anybody else is having trouble, but I'm like,
Yep. Yeah.
You get you on the recordings later too. What's that?
Yeah. First thing I want to do is check on Kyra.
You find Kyra, and she is laying there, motionless, where on her on the sack of scrolls and quills. Is there anything you want to do?
Yeah, I want to kind of grab her by the shoulder and just give her a gentle shake.
You give her a gentle shake. Oh, what? I'm okay. What's up? What's up? Hi.
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
I had a weird dream.
Oh, and she sits up, and the quill and she's ready. She's like, okay, yeah. What was it? Was it prophetic, or was it like backstory? Did you do exposition without me? What happened?
I don't know. And I'm gonna look around at everybody else. I'm just gonna be like, has anybody come across a woman who's giant and kind of like negative space almost? Just made of darkness?
Means women. Ha ha ha.
Have I?
Have I? Was it? I had a dream, I think, right? Or
Yeah, we all had a dream about just before we got into Astoria.
Right.
You've never seen this before, but Kyra says maybe it was. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna roll for Kyra. I have not done that basically ever in this context, but I'm legit gonna roll to see what Kyra would say. And she looks and she goes, I mean, it could have been a lot, maybe guilt, maybe stress. We've been through a lot, sweetie. Hey. And she takes her hand and sort of like rubs your arm a little bit and goes, are you okay?
I don't know. There was fire and a field and I don't know. She kept calling me her little thing. I have to assume that's you.
Well, I mean, you're not mine.
That's what I said.
You're helping.
I don't know, she said something scary and I thought maybe you were hurt.
Wait, no, I'm fine. What did she say though? Because if it was prophecy, then I have to get this foreshadowing down. But if it's just you working out your inner demons, then I need to know that angst. Can you just help me out?
She said I might be more her than she is soon.
Roll an insight check.
Damn it. I mean, it's not bad, but it's 13.
You see Kyra sort of look down and process that for a second. I'm sure it's fine.
I mean, are you okay though?
There's a reason I need scrolls to revive people. I feel like since yesterday, I might need a lot more scrolls.
Can I... Do you need to take it back? Can I...
Sweetheart.
I don't want to hurt you.
Hey.
Are we hearing this?
You can you can absolutely hear this if you want, yeah. And she goes, hey.
Okay.
And she like rubs, and she's sitting up, and she's just like, Callie, what are you doing? Are you sitting down? Are you standing over her? Because she woke up, was sleeping.
I kind of assumed I was like kneeling.
Okay, you know. And she goes, hey, and she puts her hand on your cheek, and she just looks at you just like very like lovingly, and just says, it doesn't work that way. Even if you didn't know what, you didn't know what you were doing, we knew what we were doing.
Okay.
You're okay. And she just sits.
Oh.
What's up?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'll just ask her, are you saying you're losing your power? Are you getting weaker?
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, fucking 4. God damn it.
Actually, anyone paying attention right now can roll an insight check.
Please.
Me included? Does that include me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kraren's doing all the insight checks today. I love it.
Damn!
She's been awake a while. We're just still groggy.
15.
I
Callista,
kind of also wanted to ask Cal, since we're hearing this, I'm like, Does anybody else remember? I thought we had a shared dream. Cal, did that feel like the same person?
I mean, it wasn't a man. I don't remember seeing a woman.
I want to go back a second though, before we do that. When Kiki said, what did you say? Are you losing your powers?
Yeah, are you losing your powers? Are you getting weaker?
So she sort of opens her mouth. You see her sort of just smile and go, I'm okay. But the other, Callie and Craven would see her sort of like look for a second like she was starting to say something else and then caught herself. And then just said, I'm okay. And it looks to the two of them like she really wants to say more, but she can't. Like she can't bring herself to give you an honest answer one way or another.
Or great, that's me.
How you doing, Allie?
You asked if I was sure.
Mm-hmm.
Kyra, you've been so wonderful to us. If there's anything we can do to help you, I'd like to.
You're doing it. Versi told you what to do. You're doing it. You've got 1 of 3 of the great labors done. That's incredible. You all are incredible. I get to watch that. That's fantastic. And she stands up and she just... So what are we doing today?
I kind of side look at Cal a bit and then just drop it.
Well, I think the obvious first priority is to get out of this labyrinth.
Yeah. Luckily, I know a very cute academic who was making notes all over the walls, and I think we can get out of here pretty easily.
Who would that be?
Oh,
Oh,
I'll tell you when you're
Sorry.
older.
sorry. Sorry.
And
Yeah, that's cool.
if you guys want to just make your way out of here without doing anything else, you can. Is there anything else you'd want to do in here?
I don't think we really have a need to go into that other fancy mausoleum. Do we want to leave,
Well-
leave?
Well, do we know where the forge is, though?
But there's
I
one
think
other thing. as
Another
well.
town.
Near Astoria.
Euphemian, you said this was one other thing?
Well, I had been sent this direction for my own personal quest.
Mm-hmm. That was to speak to Demon, right?
Yeah, I thought
To
that was what it was.
Demon and then to find the Lotus Switch. Have we found any indication of who or what that person is?
I don't think you have. Let me check my notes to make sure that I have this completely right.
I thought that
The Lich at Necrop. Oh, right. The Demon
Yeah,
was the
that's Demon.
Lich. Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
he did not say where. Just said you will be stained, but you will not drown.
Let me double check what I
That's what I have.
Because I do not want to fuck you up.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, the worst thing would be to come all the way out here and then find. Oh, yeah, also.
Yeah, with that one coin left we have to cross. That'd be great.
Let me see 1 second.
Yeah, no, I'll just solo the dungeon, it's fine.
I don't have the right note up, so give me just a second to make sure that because I have notes on what I'm supposed to make sure everything I'm doing, and I got to make sure that I opened that. Lots of notes on Anastasia. I care about her way too much.
She's not even in this campaign.
No, there's notes about a bag, but that's not what this is. Let me see.
Just looking through my notes here from when we were told the Oracle. I have Demetria's name, which is Versi's sister, twice.
mhm.
She holds a lost artifacts to a lost artifact to find answers, and then apparently Demetria will know more, found at the Mossy Temple. Did we already go there?
No, I think
That
that was
was-
for Craig.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
That was for
Aesop.
you and I.
Okay, I got what
Yeah,
I'm.
I got the
That's
Nature's
good.
Mantle, yeah. Okay.
I have what I needed for that specific thing. Yeah, Kyra would just tell you that she's like, I haven't heard of a Lotus Witch here. I mean, we can look around for one, but I haven't heard of one being around here.
Does this sound like it could be what you saw in your dream, Callista?
I don't know. It was an open field, so it didn't look like anywhere we'd been before.
Hmm. What are you thinking, Euphemian?
Well, I suppose while we're here, we might as well take a quick pass by all the crypts and what have you.
Yeah, maybe we can learn something useful.
I don't think it could hurt. Famous last words.
Ray's
love it.
busy looking at his notes. He has a lot, and it's not organized very.
What was it? Yeah, sorry. You guys are asking perfectly reasonable things that, for very embarrassing reasons, apparently qualify as curveballs. I'm good at what I do. Let me double check something here. Is this what I'm looking for?
I have to admit to a certain level of curiosity about the other mausoleum, but on the other hand, if it's full of angry undead monsters, I'd just as soon be.
Skip it.
Okay. So if you guys want to look at the rest of the tombs, is that what you want to do now?
Yeah, see if we can find anything that would maybe not crack into them, but
Like
you
read
know,
them.
read them, see if we can track anything down that might give a hint as to what a Lotus Witch is and where we might find one.
Alright,
Fantastic Lotus Witches and where to find them.
so you wander through and you walk and you see the tomb of Gregor. Let me pull up these notes. Find tomb of Gregor. A young man the wall of his tomb is multiple pictures, like a triptych of someone exploring islands, making notes, showing them to people. The third panel is a woman grieving as she stares into the ocean, and no final depiction of who is apparently Gregor. You see Nicholas Phobos, who was the Blessed of Sidon. You see Dorian Neurodragon. You see Lysis Archelander. You see all these names. Murto the Magnificent. None of them seem to point you in the right direction. You do eventually check the large Colosseum, or the large mausoleum, much more massive than all the rest. And when you get there, the pillars have been ornate shapes of monsters. When you get there, they all appear to be carved into the shapes of dragons. This massive mausoleum with just what was it? You see along the side, along the walls to the entrance, 5 dragons carved into the walls, on the golden walls. Above it, you see the sunlight representing like the coast of Thylia, the sun rising on Thylia. And then in the middle, where the doors are, this largest dragon, proud, standing, looking off in the distance, not roaring violently or triumphantly, but just majestically staring out. And you realize that the other 5 dragons are positioned to be looking towards her. And as you're looking there, Kyra, looks and just says, This is Balametria. She was the greatest. And she walks up and she puts her hand on the door almost reverently and just strokes the door. She was the greatest and very clever.
Her and Xander were together, yeah?
They were amazing. Though there were a lot of wicked things done, and I excuse none of them. But there was a lot of greatness too. And she looks at the doors and just, thank you.
I'm going to look at Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
Do you happen to still have some of that meat?
Some of that what?
The meat.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do.
Would I be able to have some?
Mm-hmm.
A small
Yes.
portion.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to... I assume there's probably braziers or something nearby.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm going to make up an offering with the meat and some parchment, some scrolls. Just a thank you.
Okay. Is it to Balametria or is it to one of the gods or titans? Let me clarify. You can absolutely make it to Balametria. That is not typically done, but it's not blasphemy or heresy. It wouldn't be a problem to do it. I'm just seeking clarification.
Yeah, I meant specifically to Balametria.
Okay. You light this. Is there anything you want to say or do while you're doing this?
Just respectful quiet.
I'm going to give anybody a moment. Euphemian intends to be quiet. Kyra's not saying anything, but I do owe anybody a chance. Does anybody want to say or do anything while this is happening? Okay.
Yeah, I think.
Euphemian, you feel something touch your hand for a moment, and then you realize that Kyra has reached down and is holding your hand. And just lets go. And you feel for a moment, not from Kyra, but you will feel connected to the thought of how capable you are. This thought enters your head. It's not your own, but it feels like your own. Of how capable you are of so much. And you feel like you understand, for just a moment, holding clearly onto the idea that, yeah, you could do anything. You could save everyone here if maybe you're just clever enough, strong enough. Whatever enough is yours could be yours. And then that moment, that thought just quietly rests in your head. You can have inspiration and advantage on one roll you want between now and next session. And the offering dies down. Is there anything anybody wants to do?
I'll just lean over to, I guess, Kiki, and just say, Didn't Kyra say that the dragons were supposed to be buried here? Do you think this is where they're buried?
Certainly looking like that would be a possibility. Is there like a doorway that we would be able to enter in? Or does it look completely closed off to us?
Roll an investigation check.
That's a 12.
You don't see any way to get in. The door is closed. And it seems similar design to the door that took incredible strength on your part to open down in the tomb. So whatever strength you would need to push this door open seems almost literally beyond what you could wrap your head around. There might be another way to open it, but from here, all you can tell is strength beyond what a mortal could do. You almost wonder if Pythor could do it.
Do you think... I don't think we can actually get in there. Do you think we'd need to?
I'd just as soon leave them rest. Last thing we need is angry undead dragons attacking us.
No, absolutely.
Dragon. Balametria deserves her own resting place.
So it is just her here. Okay.
Where would the others be?
It's a long story. Where
One that we need right now.
Where would you like to go next?
Well, for what it's worth, I feel like as nice as this necropolis has been, perhaps heading back to Astoria, touching base with Aesop, I feel like perhaps some people there would be happy to know that we're not completely dead.
We could start on the horn.
Oh,
That's true.
right, the horn. Absolutely. That could be exciting. We could forge the weapons and make them, like, good again. The breastplate already looks good. It looks in great condition. But, I mean, the others we could try and... Do you think the festival's still going?
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, there are
I'm-
options.
I'm terrified to imagine.
Would we be able to find information about stuff back in Astoria?
It
Regarding,
depends on the thing, but probably.
you know.
Certainly more people to ask.
Very true.
Okay.
As we walk away, I'm going to turn back around and I'm going to go ahead and deposit 10 gold beside Euphemian's offering to Balametria.
Kiana, let me think for a moment.
Because I'll have just been basically, as they're starting to walk away, I'm still just staring at her mausoleum. And then I
There-
decide.
You think an intrusive thought, technically, that feels like your own. There are so many types of strength in the world, and you are powerful. And in the way that anyone would call you powerful, you are half the warrior Pythor is. But in the ways of power that matter, you are 3 times the person he'll ever be. And that thought just quietly fades through your head as you put that down. And you all head out, is that correct? You make your way across the bridge, is that fair to say? Down
Yeah.
across the bridge.
That's right.
And you hear, as you're leaving, Kyra just, you walk past Daemon, or she walks in front of you guys for the first time, just walking out here. And she walks to Daemon and she goes, thanks, keep doing what you're doing. I'll probably be back and visit again soon, okay? And, Daemon just, she goes, yeah, you always say that. And she just keeps walking.
If I can, I'll after she does this, I'll just catch up to Kyra.
You start to catch up to Kyra, and Daemon just goes, Euphemian.
Okay,
Saying a name for the first time.
I'll turn to look at him.
Your sins are crawling up around you. They drag on your legs. They pull at your hands. And soon they will crawl into your mouth and claw out your eyes. This is your sin. It's wrath by the Titans themselves. And he gestures slowly with one hand, and the gem of brightness you have begins to glow from where you're storing it. I would say like almost like the bag lighting behind you. And he just says, the Scorpion Island. She'll be there. Never come back. And I want you to roll insight with advantage.
Not that it's likely to matter. Oh!
Nat
there's
20.
Woo!
Nat 20. I just did an insight. I wanted to parse the weird things he said for you better based on what you got. Yeah, he's saying the next step of what you're doing, she is at the Scorpion Island. He is saying what is happening to you is in response to something terrible, and you do deserve punishment. But I have to clarify it's metaphorical because there's a lot of weird magical shit in this world. Metaphorically, you deserve justice. But Sidon and Lutheria have pressed their thumbs on the scale. What is happening to you is deserved but disproportionate, and they saw to that. And now, this is where you need to go. As the last thing for Nat 20, when he says, don't ever come back, that, for someone so distant and almost incapable of anything, is the closest this being can get at this point, desiccated point, to moral support. Basically say, because you came here cursed, and you came here with shit to do, and you almost died. So this isn't your lucky spot, and he's hoping he doesn't. It's like when you're saying, I hope I never see you at the hospital again. You know what I mean? He's like, I hope you never have a reason to come back to the necropolis. But yeah, he says that, and just the gem fades as he relents from brightening it, and then looks at you, and his head just shifts slightly, just a slight tilt, and you can tell he's almost resumed seeing through you as he was doing before. Kyra looks, did you want to say something?
Yes.
She totally missed
Damon
that whole
here.
exchange. Yeah, go on.
Damon here. He's been quite the help.
Yeah, he dispenses lots of good advice.
I just wonder if there's anything that we can do for him.
And she looks at you, kind of tilting her head, like that puppy thing when they don't understand a noise. Like she's like, and then she steps forward a little bit and goes, Damon, do you need anything? As he looks past, not seeing any of you. And she goes, You've... And she reaches into her bag and pulls out 1 coin. And she goes, hey, and she puts it in his hand. That he, as she moves over, his hand just reflexively moves up. And she goes, keep the change. And she looks at Euphemia like, I don't know. And she says, he's a great guy, but he was never meant to last this long. I know him, but I don't really know him. She's like apologizing because you've made her realize that she does not know how to be for this guy. And she's almost apologizing to you that she can't honor your request.
One day, then.
Right. Are you all still back there? I don't know how long we have passage. And he's probably just waiting for you to leave. And she gestures at him. Don't make him repeat himself.
Well, I can only go if the people in front of me are able to go and get past, because Euphemian was holding up the line here.
I'm going.
I will say thank you to him as I walk past.
Pythor. Hello. That's it.
I'll tell him.
Are the rest of you moving on?
I want to go last, so if Cray's not doing anything, I do want to say one last thing.
Cray just moves on. Alright.
I'm just gonna stop and I just want to say, I don't mean to be unkind, but I don't suppose that was like a deposit that we could get back when we were leaving? Because maybe... Oh, okay. Alright, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's
You
it.
just leave.
If he's mad, I'm gone.
I have never had to convey so many different emotions with empty sighs. I want Damon to come back, and I hope he never comes back again. Anyway, you guys go, and I am surprised to say this quite this way, but Tammy's mom has a good question. Where are you guys going?
I think back to Astoria. It seems like a good central place to,
Back to the party.
ask questions and get answers, and let the people know we're not completely dead.
Are our horses still here?
They better be.
Cosmo had better stay. I told him to stay. He better friggin' stay. He's looking at me right now, and he's looking at me really weird.
As you all get down to the bottom of the mountain, past the rock that anyone could easily jump past, you get down to the bottom, and you see the hands, almost like statues sticking out of the ground. You see your horses. And you get on your horses, you're heading back. Kyra's running alongside you as usual. She's like power walking to keep up with your horses.
I'm picturing her like our Pokemon Go
Yeah.
character when you're driving. Run,
Yeah.
run, run. Walk,
Yeah.
walk, walk.
Absolutely.
Run, 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 run. Walk, walk.
I love that.
You guys should race right now.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect time.
I'll hold the reins for your horse. Cray, go on. Show us what you got.
Sure.
Give me 1 second.
This was not planned.
How could this have possibly been planned?
When Cray walks past me,
Mhm.
I'm going to pat him on the back. I'm going to cast Longstrider.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Amazing.
Oh my gods. Very, very appropriate use of oh my gods.
I can't believe you had that prepared. That's freaking cool.
Well, I got to change it with my long rest.
Yeah.
Alright. So you say that, and she just says, and she goes, yeah. Are we gonna, wait, were we gonna do that now? Were we gonna do that now?
Well, I mean, do we need like a certain space, like how, like a long, like do like a race, like 100 yards or something, or like what do we do? How do we want to do this?
It seems like we've got markers here with the arms. We could start at the far hand and go to
I don't know, what is that? Half a mile? A mile? What sounds good? For just a quick sprint.
5 kilometers.
Town. The town.
Do you want,
All or nothing, man.
Don't
How
know
far?
all the way.
How
How
far
do we
are
know
we?
who wins?
Like, you gotta have like one beginning and an end, so that somebody can go like.
we can
start.
just race to the entrance of the, and she's stuttering over her words. She goes, we could race to the entrance of the necropolis, the base of the mountain, and we can run back here. That's
So, like
that's,
there and back.
yeah, that's like
Like,
half a mile. So that's a mile all the way around. You could do a mile, right?
We're on horses. We can keep up.
Well, no, you
No,
We don't have to.
But
keep
if you're
up.
gonna come back,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll wait.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Why not? Let's do it.
Okay. She gets ready. Karen, when you have this long strider, first of all, Euphemia, how long does long strider last?
Longstrider lasts for an hour.
Okay, and let me double check what it does here.
It increases the speed by 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay. So,
Per
Karen,
round.
what is your speed right now?
So right now it's 45, but with Long Strider it's 55.
Okay.
And then when I do my Step of the Wind, I can base. Oh gosh, I don't even have.
Wait.
I can't math.
Does Step of the Wind get that 10 as well?
Step
Oh,
of
yeah.
the
When you
wind.
dash and everything?
Step
it
of
just
the
exponentially.
Mhm.
So that would be. Oh gosh, I can only do it like 4 times because that's all I've got for key points. But I don't know what that is.
Okay, that's like 6 seconds of it. That's like 34. What's 4 times 6?
It's 165 feet
That's like
per
32.
round for 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Man, it'll
Alright.
just be like
Are you?
Cray
60.
is here and is back.
Am I correct that you're taking off your armor and stuff too, or are you gonna keep that on?
Oh,
Or?
I don't think.
I mean, your
I
equipment.
don't have any. Oh yeah.
That's just basically your clothes, right?
All right. So
Yeah.
Kyra's.
If you want me
Butt
naked,
naked.
that is. Actually, no,
Naked
not butt
foot race.
naked. I don't want my bits flopping all over the place. I know we talked about that and putting it all over when you're peeing or stuff, but I'm not peeing.
Kyra's just there, and she's just stretching, and she's doing all this, and she just has the. She takes the bag. She takes her bag and just. Callie, and the bag flies off towards Callista, and just grabs it. She goes, "Congratulations, you're the first caddy now." And she just goes, Callie just throws it at you and just, "It's okay."
I literally just have like I think my staff and like maybe the equipment I have like my tent and stuff, but I'm assuming that's on the horse. Like I don't know.
Mhm. And she's just, and she's taking everything. Like she's just, she goes, "Okay, I haven't done this in a while." She's like, right, like almost trying to press, and she just, "Okay, I can't have anything." Just, and the quill and the scroll just fall to the ground, and she goes, "Okay, you ready?"
Sure.
Okay. Someone call it. And she kneels down, like totally ready.
Okay.
Start
I'll do
off
like that
3.
monk thing
Mhm.
where, like, you know, you kind of do like a backwards flip and then your legs kind of come down into like the runner position.
Yeah. Okay, you do that, and she looks at you and she's, oh my god.
I'll 3, 2, 1, and I'll press the digitation as shower of sparks.
Oh, wow.
And she bolts. Okay. What was it? Yeah, you two are both running. Kyra at full speed, a dash. How much are you running per round?
So per round, I think it was 100 and
165, I think she said, for the
165
first.
feet,
Yeah.
per round.
With this. Okay, you guys are running. You guys are running. Kyra is probably one of the fastest people you've ever seen. And she dashes, covering about 110 feet every time she dashes.
Holy shit.
And she is just... and she's just like making this burst for it. And then just... but then, Craven, you've got Longstrider, you've got these boosts, you've got Step of the Wind, and you are just running past her, and she's watching you. And she puts her head down. You two are running past. And you hear her, she goes, and she just calls back, she goes, tag the furthest statue! And she's running. You are still going. Is there anything else you want to do, or do you want to just stay at this?
I'm just going at it.
You're going at it. You get to the statue. Both of you are going so fast that, like, it's like almost a blur to the rest of them. But as you do, you get there. She is like 30 feet behind you. You hit the statue first, then she hits it. Then you're moving past, and she just goes, "Are you tired?"
It's like
Yes!
the best cloud in cartoons.
Let's see.
So Cray's just like spent, so he's just like,
It's there and back, so you got to keep going if you want to keep going.
oh, okay.
And you're running. And so she's just running fast. Let me see 1 second. Yeah. So you're making your way all the way through. She's running. You guys see these blurs and just Craven, Kyra. And Kyra just...
All you see is Cray on the ground, like,
Yeah, Cray is just completely fucking spent and exhausted and just burned out and has lost all energy. Kyra's almost started to break a sweat.
Oh.
But she's just
Yes.
watching you.
God, I hope
And-
you don't need any key points.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
used
I
all your
hope
key
so.
points on that, right? Yeah.
I think I'll make key points for that, yeah.
And she goes, that... And you're like laying on the ground, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
Kyra just like runs over and just like jumps and just like on top of you and just like looking down at you, and she's just like, that was incredible. Do you feel incredible?
no, I can't breathe.
Okay, but oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was
cool.
really cool. And she just leans down and gives you like the most sincere, passionate kiss that she has given anybody on this adventure so far. She is just full on
Already
really
and she can't
awkward.
breathe.
she's making out with you. And
Yeah,
she's
Cray is like trying, but he's like, number one, that's his first real kiss. And number
okay.
two,
Since the last time she kissed him.
since the last time. And second, he can't breathe, so he's probably like turning purple right now.
Oh, she's like, oh, I'm sorry. And she just like rolls over on the side, and she's just like looking up, and she's just like,
And then under his breath, he goes, I hope. Not like,
what'd you say?
I said, hope sex is not like this. Oh, oh my god.
I mean, it can be.
Oh no. No. And you know, you just do that thing when you're like exhausted and you're like trying to get into that position so you don't like choke on your tongue.
She leads up. She's like, are you okay?
Recovery position?
Do you want to do 2 out of 3?
No. Can we do it like maybe in like
Yeah,
an hour or
yeah.
so?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, we'll do it in an hour or so.
That's what he said.
Correct.
He will totally have said that.
I
Yeah,
can't
full wolf
believe.
whistle. I can't do that.
I cannot believe you've been capable of that this whole time. I mean, obviously you had help, but still, like, oh.
And with that, like, I just like wearily try to crawl towards Euphemian, and I'm assuming he's like standing somewhere. I'm hoping, so I crawl to his ankle and just hug him on his ankle. Like, oh, thank you. And I just collapse on the thing.
Gray, I'm gonna give you 1 point of exhaustion. I think that's fair to say.
Oh fuck, I am so tired for sure.
Kiki'll get up and pick up Cray and drape him over the horse.
Like,
Just sideways across the horse.
Yeah, like as if he's a prisoner.
like if this race went on for like 3 more seconds, she would have worked you.
Yeah.
But like
100%.
But the fact that you held on that you beat her in that short sprint is just like blowing her fucking mind. She has never been so into a mortal so quickly as this moment.
Amazing.
Gray has no fucking clue. All he knows is he's tired as shit.
Yeah, no, she is.
And you know what? Oh wait, he doesn't have any clothes on except for his little like thing. So all you see is just like a buck naked Gray
He's got his
over a
cloth.
horse.
He's got like his cloth, right? His loincloth?
Well, no, his loincloth.
Yeah.
So all you see is like a loincloth with it.
And Kyra just sits down on the grass and the quill and scroll dissolve where they were and reappear right next to her, and she just starts writing so much.
I like better the idea, Cray, that your little loincloth is more like a piece of cloth just held together with like a rope going up the butt around the waist.
Holy shit.
And
yes.
that's what you see on that horse.
That is the best fucking visual. I wish we had an artist to go and like friggin' oh my god, that's incredibly embarrassing. That's wonderful.
Oh dear.
Kyra,
I love this game so fucking much.
Kyra looks at Callista and just mouths the words, "Oh my god." Right?
Yeah. I'm thinking of stuff back.
There's this thunder crashes through the sky.
Uh-oh.
That one's pissed.
In the distance, dark clouds rolling in. Kyra turns and looks at it. And it sounds like lightning or thunder or something. You see a silver flash in the clouds. Just a silver blip, like a streak of lightning. And then blip, blip. It's not lightning. It is something moving through the clouds quickly.
Not a fucking harpy.
And closer.
Let's run. Run.
Yeah,
Run.
And Kyra gets.
let's-
What are you doing?
I'd like to kick off the horses and see if we can outrun lightning.
It is.
Hang on, Cray.
It is between, by the way, it is between you and the town. So, are you going towards the town? Are you going towards the town towards this, or are you going far away?
Oh,
We should
yes,
hide.
towards.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna. So that would bring you in the direction of it. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are moving towards. And then as it gets closer, you see it's the figure of something large, some large thing in the sky. And Kyra looks at it and just all of her horny smile energy just sort of fades away. Oh. And you see the first thing you notice is not the man in the blue cloak standing powerfully and looking down upon you. That should be the first thing you notice, but the first thing you do in fact see is the beautiful large silver dragon he is riding, or standing on top of, looking down at all of you.
It's a dragon.
And Kyra just looks shaken. He looks down at all of you. He is a few hundred feet in the air, and you hear the thunder in the distance. And when he shouts down to you, his voice boomed by some magic amplified that you can hear him clearly from down there. Give up your quest and kneel before the power of Sidon. Surrender to that. Cease to meddle with the forces beyond your comprehension. The wings of the dragon beating in the air, keeping him afloat in this position. He stands confidently above it, the dragon looking down at you all, almost passively, almost not really considering any of you. Kneel. Kyra just takes a step back. It's anybody's action.
I'm gonna get down off my horse.
He's watching you all. Time is running before nobody's taken an action, which is fine. But in a few moments, I'm going to say that no one took an action.
Yeah. Confirming that this is Sidon?
No. No,
No?
this is not. This is as far as you can tell, a mortal man standing on top of the silver dragon.
Like a human?
Like a human.
Okay.
An emissary of Sidon. Oh.
The thunder
kinda
gets
slide-
louder in the distance. Sorry, go on.
I was gonna say I was gonna slide unceremoniously off the horse, but I don't kneel. I just stand and look defiantly, with my hand on the staff, or the hell I put it on my horse or whatever. I just put my hand
Yeah.
on it.
I'd like to hit everybody with aid. Real quick.
All right.
That's
the
the bump to your.
It is not interrupted, but the moment the magic begins to leave your fingers, the exact millisecond it does, you can hear his voice in response to it, and just says, "You were offered mercy and you rejected it. You prepared for battle. Then have what it is you requested." The dragon flies into the air. He is immediately gone. The thunder getting louder. And at that moment realizing it is not thunder. And you see the stampede towards you.
All right, let's get back on our horses and
As
go.
you see the stampede of centaurs barreling in your direction.
Yep.
And I need every one of you to roll for initiative.
Are they coming at us from the town?
Yes.
Ah, fuckers.
So with the exhaustion, does that mean
You have disadvantage on all ability checks besides combat checks.
Oh, right. So like, does initiative, is that an ability check then?
No.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it is. It is. Okay, sure.
Yep.
Ooh.
There you go.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. So so I get disadvantage on that. Okay.
Peaky 21.
1 second.
Cray is 17.
Let me just put these on here.
I am 15.
Can I try a roll on something if like exhaustion already translates to a disadvantage roll? May I try something?
What do you want to try?
I just want to try a roll of any random roll, just to see whether or not it's like automatically
Sure.
is with the exhaustion level. If it's, I'll just do
Sure,
like
yeah,
something
yeah.
dumb like friggin'
Go
animal
for it.
handling. No, so I have to do it automatically. Okay, I understand now. I just want to make sure how that works.
Did my spell finish?
Yeah.
Cool. I hope 5 hit points was worth it for everybody. Sorry, guys.
It certainly helped before.
Add
Right,
your
one-
increase your max by 5.
Okay.
let me put these turns here.
We're gonna die.
Don't say that.
Sorry.
Maybe
We know
they're
it's true for
weeks.
you, Cray.
I'm
Hey, I
I'm not
used all
roll-
my hit points in a run. That was fucking awesome.
I'm sort of going to pivot away from Kyra rolling for initiative and just sort of going on the 20 from now on. Because we all know she's going to roll really high, but also not really contribute to combat, so it just sort of seems like a waste of time. What was it?
That.
So basically, we're using this map that the audience can't see to generally track what's going on. But as you can see, it's not really like an official representation of the area because we don't have Out in the Wilds. Anyway, so what was it?
Awesome.
You see all of these centaur running past, and they're starting. Most of them aren't looking at you, but you do see that 4 of them are focused directly on you, with their spears out, charging in your directions. Kiki, you can go first. I would say, hold on, before you ask, I would say, yeah, they're about 30 feet away. So let me move them accordingly. This is, I'm gonna say they're flanked, and this is about 30 feet away, and you guys can position yourselves where you'd like. Is that fair? But yeah,
Close
Kiki.
to Euphemian, so I'd say I'm just close to Euphemian, I'd say.
Okay.
Okay. I'm okay with where I am.
Okay.
A little closer.
Okay, I'm gonna zoom in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. I was obviously right beside Cray. Shit. I don't really have anything long range. Shit. Frick, do we want me to do fog cloud again? It's also gonna affect us though.
Yeah, and you can't rage if you do that.
No. How many are there? There's only 4 that are coming after us?
There's like a herd of them, but I'm saying only 4 of them seem to be focusing on you. The rest seem to be moving past. So yes, you do only need to worry about 4, but literally there are more than 4.
Okay.
And where are they running to? Like, because we're going back towards the
us.
town.
They're coming
So we're
from
going back-
town.
They're coming towards us, and the other ones look like they're trying to go past.
They're going past, which is basically almost making like a wall around where the fight's happening, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes sense. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and just jump off my horse, maybe kind of give it a slap on the rump, to kind of get it out of the way, so that I don't have to worry about the horse.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna hold my action until one of them comes within my range, I guess.
Okay. What are you holding your action for? An attack roll?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to go into a rage right now, however.
Okay.
Like, I'm going to get myself prepared that way.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go ahead and get my tail. That gives me my 10-foot reach.
Okay. Yeah, you go into your rage, and
If
the
they're
tail...
within at least 5 or 10 feet.
Perfect. What was it? Perfect. Callista, it's your action.
Okay. So since they're within 30 feet, are they all within 30 feet roughly?
Yeah, I'll just move it over here just to sort of make it look a
Okay.
little bit better. But yeah, they're all basically within 30 feet of you. This right now, I'm letting you guys think about because it's a strategy game. But technically, this is like your response to them getting within range is what's happening right now.
Yeah. So I'll just cast Bane on 3 of them.
All right. I assume just the top 3 is fine. Okay.
Preferably the bottom 3, the ones facing off with my friends.
Okay. So let me see. Let me double check. Bane.
Charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving throw of 13.
13.
Okay. So let me roll. Let me roll for all of them. So you cast Bane, exerting your strength of will on them, and it does in fact take on 2 of them, the bottom 2. And there's a row of 4 for those of you that can't see. There's a row of 4 of them, and she hit the 2 that are closest to Kraerin and Euphemion.
Okay. And then I will throw a Bardic Inspiration at Kiki.
Okay.
Come on, Kiki, show us you're worthy. Oh, what's wrong? Sorry.
Oh, no, that's okay. Thank you. I just wanted to ask Ben. You didn't answer me in our chat earlier about what do I put in for the shield and the axe and the breastplate, like for in my inventory. Was it just normal?
The axe and the shield are basically an axe and a shield.
Okay.
I can give you the breastplate. Hold on one second. I can even equip the breastplate on you right now if you'd like. If you'd like me to do that, let me see.
Oh, right. The breastplate would help too. Because I was gonna be wielding the shield in order to get a little bump up to my armor class as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, obviously, if I can do the breastplate too, I definitely want to go for both. Why not?
Check something. Give me just a moment. I think I might have misclicked something, so let me double check to make sure I have it all right. I thought I had this. Why is it not working? Sorry about this. 1 second. Oh, I didn't do that. That's what's wrong. Okay, I have to give you this. I have to give the breastplate to you, and I did not put it on your sheet yet. So let me double check something real fast. Yes, that's what I did wrong. The breastplate of Mitros is gives you +1 to your armor class, +1 to charisma, and giants and titans have disadvantage when attacking you.
Ooh.
And I'm equipping it to you right now.
Eh.
You can do more nuanced stuff with it later, but I think we can all agree that the fairest thing is to retroactively say you're wearing it at this moment. 1 second. Oh, it's not working right. Why is it not working right? I think I have to refresh something. Anyway, you do have that on. Callista, I believe it's your action? Or you just finished your action? Okay, 1 second. Okay, it's not letting me equip it for some reason, but you do have +1 to your armor class right now. So that should bring you up to 18, which is insane.
Still not enough.
Yeah, that's fair. Let me double check one thing real fast. Here we go. This centaur runs towards Kiki and towards Kraerin. Right between them. I believe Kiki, you wanted to respond with a held attack, is that correct?
Yes. I'm just not seeing anything on my sheet though.
What do you mean
No
not?
change.
Oh, the breastplate? Yeah, I'm having trouble with it. I'm gonna figure it out later.
Oh,
But,
okay.
Yeah.
And then the shield, of course.
Yeah, it's just a regular shield for right now, but yeah, I can put a shield. I can put just a regular shield on you if you'd
Okay,
like.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just so I can know what my AC is going to be.
Okay.
But
Yeah, okay, let me add this.
so
I
he is-
apologize.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, there you go. Your armor class with the shield and the breastplate replacing your scale mail, I believe. Or no, it goes on top. Does it go on top of the scale mail? Oh no, it is a breastplate. Okay, yeah. Your armor class right now is 18.
Cool. Okay, so
Yeah.
still 18.
Because I think if the scale mail does the scale mail conflict with the breastplate? I don't honestly know. Does somebody know?
Reed, you're muted.
You can't wear scale mail and breastplate at the same time because
Okay.
they're two different parts of armor.
Okay. So let's just keep the scale mail for now then.
It's like wearing a sweater over a sweater or something like that, right?
Yeah. Okay. So are you attacking then?
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
Alright,
the
roll your
sweater
attack
is
roll.
made of metal.
Sorry, I gotta move. Too many freaking windows. Too many chat windows here. Okay, so I'm gonna go with my tail at the one here in front of me. That's gonna be a 17.
17 absolutely hits. Roll for damage.
So 9 plus 2 for my rage.
9 plus 2 for your rage. That is
11.
11 points of damage. You strike at this one with your tail as it moves forward and then charges past both of you. Do you either of you want to make attacks of opportunity?
I will. I will
Alright.
Yep.
definitely.
Both
Use
of
that.
you make your attacks of opportunity.
Hail again, 15.
Okay.
Reminder that you have
15
Bardic. Moving forward.
D6, not lower than a 2.
I've only got a 12, so I don't think anything happened.
Yeah, the breastplate, I just figured it out. The breastplate and the scale mail both bring you up to 18. So 12.
And the shield does nothing extra.
The shield is already added, so you should be at 18
Oh, okay, perfect.
either way. 12 hits. Both of you roll for damage.
Okay.
Do I know if they're moving past me? Do I know what they're trying to hit, or do I just know
Nope.
he's moving past me?
Nope,
Okay,
they're just
then I
moving
will-
past.
7 for Kiki.
Okay, Karen, what roll your damage?
Yeah, I am. Wait, I don't have my anything on. I just have my quarterstaff, right?
Yep.
Because I don't. Okay, so that means my armor is not what it is. So I gotta down.
Aren't you unarmored anyway?
Oh wait, that's right. For some reason I thought that I had. Okay, so I'll just do it with 2 hands then. Oh man, why did it do that? Anyway, it says 11 here.
Alright, you're getting sound a little quiet again.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it says 11. So.
Alright, so he takes 11 damage. You immediately lay into the centaur till it looks battered and broken, but it has a very specific mission as it runs past the two of you. Thrust the pike forward, and you hear Kyra's as it just drives into Kyra, and it just keeps moving and running past her to rejoin the rest of them, dealing Kyra 22 points of piercing
Holy
damage.
shit! Oh my god, I'm gonna save her.
Prarin, it's your action.
I'm going to jump in front of Kyra, and I
Alright.
want to try to. Oh shoot!
Ignore the distances there. You can just move her. You can just move if you want to.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move in front of her,
Mhm.
and fuck, I can't even take patient defense. Fuck. I'm like, well, I would like to hold an action.
If anything,
that-
the centaurs are behind her now. They went past her.
all of them.
There's
The
three
four.
here.
That
There's 3
one.
left. Yeah.
Mm.
That other one went
Yeah.
past her. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm trying to. So I'd like to try to block any attacks or like counter any attacks that come at her through me.
Okay.
So if they come through me, I'd like to be able to like I don't know block the attack. If
Okay.
They come after Kyra.
Understood. Is there anything else you want to do? Do you want to hold an action or anything like that?
Yeah, so I'd like just to be able to if they come by, if they
Be-
try to attack her, I want to attack them.
Okay. So if someone tries to attack them, you're going to release your action to hit them first.
Mhm.
Is there any bonus actions you're taking?
I have anymore because all my bonus actions were for key points. I'm pretty sure. So let me just double check. I'm pretty sure that's all I've got. Is my bonus actions. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless, yeah, I can't do flurry of blows or anything. So, yeah, I got nothing.
All right, let me see. 1 second. Yeah, so this other one down here, down at the bottom, furthest away from Kyra, runs past Euphemian. Euphemian, do you want to take an attack of opportunity? You're muted.
Yeah, feeble as it is.
Sure, what are you doing?
Actually, yeah, I will. So I will whip out with my dagger.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15.
It says it's a 19 on my side.
Sorry, 19. Yeah.
All right, roll for damage.
It was 15 on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. Yeah, you slash at him, and do 5 damage as it runs past. What was this one? Hold on 1 second. There's some weird thing I did here on accident. Okay. They're all taking damage at the same time. I don't know how that's happening.
Yes, do it. That's how it works. Yep.
Anyway, so you slash this one. Here, I'll just do this. You slash this one, do 5 points of damage to it. And what was it?
It attacks Kyra. I'm taking my action.
It runs past. It rears up, and yes, it does begin to attack Kyra. You as you notice perception, it was running with the spike. As it runs up, it jabs towards her, and she dodges out of the way. You can take your action now.
Okay. Don't touch Kyra! And I'm gonna go and try to hit it with a 11.
You stab at it. It starts to stab at her, and then how are you fighting? Quarterstaff? You swing your quarterstaff and knock its pike out of the way, and it stumbles back, or stands back, and then it just sort of trots and stays in position like it's considering its options. It made 2 attacks, both of them missed, and your attack missed.
Yeah, son of a bitch. Okay, that's all right. I'm just keeping. I want to try to Kyra in between Kyra and whoever, but I can't move, so I'm good.
Yeah, that was that one's turn. What was it? This one runs past Callista and Kiki. Callista, do you want to take an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Let me see what I got here. Can I use my rapier for that?
Sure.
So I can't use magic unless I have that feat, right?
Yeah, go.
Okay. That's not gonna hit. That's an 8.
All right, yeah. 8 does not hit. It runs past you. Kiki, you have used your reaction. You do not have an attack of opportunity, I believe. It runs right past you, runs and drives a spear towards her. Okay. Then let me see something 1 second. Runs up, drives the spear into her, and she just screams out as she stumbles back. It pulls the spear out and drives it in one more time. The first attack did 22 damage because they get full damage if they can make a direct run. And it does 31 total. Krarin, you can't prevent the attacks, but you can be in there in such a way that they don't get to do their full charge, which they get huge bonuses for charging, and you did interrupt the ones at the bottom. He just also happened to miss.
That wasn't enough, though.
Euphemian, it is your action. You see Kyra. She is standing there. She has open wounds, and you see blood pouring out of her. Euphemia, it's your action. As she's doing this, by the way, the quill just frantically writing everything.
From where I am I trapped in melee with this centaur beside me?
You can disengage from it if you want to. I won't hold that against you.
Okay. And what is defined by full movement?
I need to know where you're going with that.
If they can't get up to full speed, like if their movement is reduced.
I'll just give it to you. 30 feet in a straight line.
Okay. But if their movement is reduced and they only do like 20, does it have to be the 30 feet?
It has to be the 30 feet. If you reduce their speed, that would stop what they're doing. That would stop the damage bonus from charging.
Okay. I'm going to direct my horse over to Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Dragon's Breath on Kiki.
Mm-hmm.
Using a bonus action.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on the centaur that is yet to attack.
Okay. Roll your attack roll.
That's a 25.
Okay.
Yes.
Roll your damage.
3 damage.
It's
And his speed is reduced by 10 feet.
okay. What was it? Yeah, speed is reduced by 10. How long is it reduced by 10?
It is
Start of
reduced
your turn.
by 10 until the start of my next turn, yes.
This one pushes on, lowers its head, takes the spear, and is galloping as it can towards Kyra. They have a bit... They need to do the 30 feet, but they have a higher speed than 30. But that doesn't matter right now because it runs and then realizes that it can't maneuver past Kraeren. And tries to jab its spear into Kraeren instead. Let me see. Yes, what's up?
Do you want me to roll the Bane? I've been rolling, but then you didn't seem like it mattered.
I'm so sorry. Yes, please roll the Bane.
Okay. -3 on whatever to
Okay.
attack.
I'm so sorry about that.
That's okay. Last time they both missed, so I wasn't sure if you were already doing it.
Let me give you this. Can you do that again?
Do what?
The roll the Bane again.
Oh, I rolled it in person. It's a 3.
Okay. Can you roll it again, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, for a second. Got it. Yep. 3 again.
Okay.
It's a good dice.
I'm gonna basically even this out. Narratively, those rolls still hit, but mechanically, I'm negating them because I wasn't factoring in your Bane before, and it makes exactly enough difference that some of those critical hits would have missed. Kyra is still hurt, but she is not nearly as bad as she was before.
Oh, thank goodness.
You cast Bane, because I had to retroactively do this. This thing is stabbing. Kraeren, if you were blocking attacks right now, how would that look? Would you be dodging them, blocking them with your quarterstaff? What is this?
Oh, totally the quarterstaff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah. Like doing that whirl around, digsh, 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 digsh. I don't know if that's how bugs work, but apparently that's the sound effect that Cray makes. Is digsh, digsh, digsh.
And
He's a douche,
he's
douche,
blocking.
douche.
He's trying to.
He's a total douche.
He's trying to jab the spear. He was getting towards Kyra, and then realized that you were blocking him, and so tried to stab at you, and you're just knocking all of these attacks away. It's just looking at his fierceness, looking at you, and then looking at Kyra, and looking at you. You are not a thing to this centaur. You are the obstacle that needs to be squashed next. Let's push this a little bit past 10. Kiki, it's your action.
All right, so apparently I can breathe like a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go.
Dragon.
I'm gonna, like, my beans that I had for lunch, they had garlic, so I've got like a really nasty breath thing going. For the 15-foot cone, I think I should just aim it to the one that's immediately to Kiki's left there on the map.
Okay.
Because if I go anywhere else, I don't want to get cray.
Okay, so it's a dexterity saving throw of 14, if I'm correct. So he has to make a dexterity saving throw. Not going to be easy. I'm going to make him roll disadvantage because he's so large. It's hard for him to dodge that. And that just seems fair. Roll damage.
Okay.
9. He...
Does my rage apply to this as well?
No.
God damn.
He starts to scream and cry out as he backs up, this centaur catching on fire. Yeah, you have the rest of your turn if you don't want to do anything else.
I still only have one attack per action, eh? Oh,
Yeah, you can't make
Oh, yeah,
another.
there's... Yeah. That will be okay. Because, yeah, the only other thing I can do is as a reaction. So, nope, that's it. I'm staying where I am.
Alright. Callista, your turn.
Alright, for my bonus action, I'm going to tap into my healing light. I'm going to call out to Kyra, and I'm going to give her 1d6 healing as a bonus action.
Alright, roll 1d6.
That's a 1! Thanks, I hate it. And then... Oh, go ahead.
You cast out this healing light, and you throw it towards her, and this light just sort of sparks around her, and she just goes, thanks, I'm not entirely sure it works that way, but thank you.
Did she get a turn at all?
She's gonna, next, after Callista goes, she's gonna do a thing.
Okay.
So on the horse, I have 60 feet of movement. Would I be able to kind of circle around that centaur that's next to me and try to scoop her up onto my horse as my action?
Sure. I'm gonna have you roll an acrobatics check.
Okay.
And,
It's fine. This is fine. This is great, guys. We're having fun. That's cool. Acrobatics. All right. That's an 11. Strong 11.
You reach out. Do you want to say anything while you're over there?
Yeah, get on.
She looks over. She goes, Cray? And she looks at you, and she looks at Cray. She goes, Cray, just brace yourself for a second, okay? She jumps over, pushes off Cray's back, jumps and lands on the horse, and just wraps her arms around you.
Thing. All right. However much movement I have, I want to try to circle back, like pivot the horse and go back around, so I'm not leaving area of opportunity, but they're heading the other way.
Wait, well, you move your character wherever you want to go. Move your
that's about right.
Okay.
Where
She comes back with you,
so.
and she's just holding on, and you hear her just breathing heavily into your ear as she's holding on. She hold on. She just holds up her hand and snaps her finger, and you hear the song of perseverance that prevents anybody from dying until the start of her next turn. Let's see. This centaur will charge here. Roll your bane. Oh, no, you didn't get this one, sorry. Looking up a thing.
That would have been less than 30 feet, though, right? Maybe.
It runs towards you. Let me hold on. Let me roll the other thing one more time. I'm rolling a few dice here. Roll. Takes its pike, drives it forward full force, and you don't hear a scream. You hear a piercing whinny and screech, and the next thing you know, you're falling face forward. I need you to roll one. You take 3 bludgeoning damage, and Kyra takes 1 as you both fall to the ground. And then with the second stabs Kyra, and she takes 10 points of damage.
You should heal her, I guess.
For one.
Oh, I thought.
Kraven, it's your action.
Okay.
You both are laying on the ground, and there are no final moments with that horse.
Okay. So I know that this one got hurt, but I don't think any of the other ones did. Like this one did because of whatever.
This one took a lot of damage. It took 29 points of damage. This one the one that you? This one I don't think anyone's hit this one yet. Oh no, wait, Euphemia hit this one for 3, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This one's taken 3. The one that charged you took 3. The one that's harassing Kyra and Callista took 29. The one that's between Kraven and Kyra took 9. And then the one south of everybody took 5.
Okay, so they all took some damage then. Okay. Oh, which one do I go after? Who's after me?
Bane stays up, by the way.
Shit. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go attack this guy here. And I would like to do my attack and my bonus attack that I could just do just because I'm up.
Roll both his attacks.
So the first one.
24 hits. Roll for damage.
4. And again, because I'm doing it with both hands. Why does it do that? Oh, it's 1 plus 4, so that's a 5.
Okay, just 5 damage.
And then my next hit is a 14.
14 hits. Roll for damage.
I don't know why it's not doing damage, like the damage rolls here. Sorry. Just try to. Okay, let's see if this works here. Let me try one more time. Oh, that's why it's not. It just doesn't hit. For some reason, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But anyway, it's 8 plus 4, so 12 damage on that one.
Alright, so that takes 12 damage. So yeah, that one takes damage. That one is looking pretty beat up. It's a little more than halfway gone.
Like, coward, take me on! And that's what I say.
Are you clicking on the red quarterstaff word in Roll20? That's what you do for your damage.
Oh, in Roll20? No, I've been doing the one on D&D Beyond.
No, do it on Roll20 for your damage. That's how it shows up on there.
Oh, okay. I'll do that for next time then.
So anyway, so this one, I'm gonna say this one was baned, right? Or no, it was not baned. Yeah. Turns and stabs at Kyra. He takes his first stab, and as he stabs the pike straight down at her, she just rolls out of the way, and he stabs into the ground. He pulls out and stabs again, and stabs right into her leg, and she just cries out in pain. She takes 7 points of piercing damage. He pulls it back, and you see blood dripping from the pike, completely tuning out everything Craven is saying. This other one... This one, however... Craven, what's your AC?
17.
This one strikes at you, piercing, you knock it away, and then this other one takes both hands and drives the pike down, stabs into your shoulder, does 5 points of piercing damage.
This one's baned, right?
Yeah, roll again. Roll for the bane.
4.
Alright, yeah, it does 5 points of piercing damage to you. As it drives down. This is the only one that's focused on you. Euphemian, it is your action.
I snarl at him, or I don't know how one would snarl, but whatever.
Euphemian's gonna take his scroll up,
Mhm.
lift it up towards the sky, fire 3 bolts of fire.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna go up into the clouds, and then as they come down, they're gonna strike down as lightning bolts. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray and change the damage type.
Ooh.
All 3. Sorry, 1 against each of the 3 that are close here.
Okay. Roll, and so is it just automatically hit, or you do 3 attack rolls?
I do 3 attack
All right,
rolls.
roll 3 attack rolls.
That's a natural 1, so that's the far left.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 14.
14 hits. Roll. You can roll damage after that. Yeah. Those bottom 2
No,
hits. Roll damage for the bottom 2.
I'm gonna use my reaction.
What is it?
Epic versus
Okay.
for the nat one.
Ooh, that's not fun.
So the first is 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's against middle.
Okay.
And against the one closest to me here is 9.
All right. So the lightning strikes down, hits. One of them moves to the side. The other 2 just get hit and shudder for a minute. This last one. This one makes a play, and I'm gonna say strikes at Krarin. Roll your bane.
3.
Okay. Two jabs fast. One you can knock away, the other you can't. It stabs into you, doing 6 points of piercing damage. Mark that. It stabs into you, and you cry out. As you cry out, it stabs. It looks at you, and it looks at you, and he looks at you and snarls. Twirls the pike. There is an extermination to be done here, and you can see it on its face. And you hear the thunder crack. And you hear the cry of this dragon in the distance. And all 4 of them turn and look in the direction of the dragon. And begin to run and join the others.
So they all run away?
They begin to join the stampede far away. Just immediately at the roar of the dragon, taking that as the signal, breaking loose and running.
Attack of opportunity.
Okay,
Yeah.
roll attack of opportunity. Just ping the one and roll the attack. Anyone that's making one, just don't wait for your turn. Let's just roll them, resolve them at once.
Iki is doing the one immediately to my left
Okay.
on the map there,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a 20.
Roll for damage.
Oh, fucking hell. I went to click on my thing, but Krarin's thing went, and so I rolled her damage on the quarterstaff.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh!
So wait your turn.
I did tell everybody to go once. That's on me. But yeah. Okay. So you did
so
6.
6 plus my 2 rage damage.
Okay. So 8 plus 9 is 17 total. You guys did 17.
Well, I didn't.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I guess because you clicked for
Together.
me, right? Okay.
No. Well,
Do you want
I
to
don't
roll
know.
for
Do you
your-
want
you can
her
roll
to
for yourself.
roll for her own? Because
you
I
can
did
roll for
not mean
yourself.
to click on her damage.
Roll for yourself, Kiki, or Craven.
Okay. boop. So 2-handed is. Fuck you! 5 damage. Jeez.
That's why you need to turn that off.
It starts
That's
to
the
run away.
worst.
Callista, are you doing a backup opportunity or no?
I used my reaction already.
Okay. This starts to run. Yeah, you get one against the farthest one. Yeah. Do you want to, or you can have the other reaction?
Yeah, I'm gonna not use my attack of opportunity, but when they're taking off, I'm going to fire. If they're still within 120 feet, by the time my turn rolls around, I'm gonna fire at the worst damage one with an upcast magic missile.
Yeah, I would also like to attack one if they're close.
What
enough.
are you attacking with, Callista?
Eldritch Blast, 120 feet.
Roll your attack roll for Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
And
that's
roll your
an
damage.
11.
Roll your damage, Euphemian. The one that Kiki was attacking, that Krarin was attacking, You throw your bolt of gold and blue at them, Callista, and it just strikes and misses just barely in the distance. Because 11 does just barely miss. But your magic missile strikes, and one of the centaurs falls over and collapses, just diving into the ground, dropping its pike next to it as the rest run off and join the stampede. In a moment, the stampede, leaving their strike force, having done the best it could, run off and was the one dead left behind, as per orders. And Kyra's just laying there, blood just pouring from her body, and she just goes, Kelly, I have to ask you now. Can we go see my brother, please?
Yeah. Yes. Cure wounds real quick. But
Okay.
yeah.
Roll
yes.
your cure wounds.
First level. That's 7 points.
I'm going to move my horse over to get into a position where I guess Callista can help Kyra up, since we're down a horse.
I'll have Cal join with me. There's no other sprays, or not sprays, what is it? The thing that you drink, that potions. There's no more potions?
I might have one.
I have one as well.
I think I gave mine to Euphemian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Are you using it or no?
I'm going to cast Longstrider on my horse.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Queen. That's great.
I'm gonna whistle for mine to come back. Hopefully, Oath will come back to me.
Yeah, it absolutely does.
Okay. Oh, good horsey. I also have a potion of healing if need be.
All right. So are you guys? What are you guys doing right now? I'm hearing what you're planning for, but what's the actual action being taken?
I'm going to kick off and head back to Astoria.
Yeah. I'll yell after and take her to
Best
Pythor.
speed.
Yep.
Yep.
So I grab Cal and I throw her on the horse and we're going.
So who's taking Cal? Or who's taking Kyra?
I'm going with Prey and Euphemian's got. Yeah.
Kyra?
Yeah.
And Kyra just says to Euphemian, she goes, Euphemian, I don't think Sidon liked that you finished one of the labors. I think I need to rest a little bit when we get there. And in the distance you see Astoria, a haven that you will get to soon, but are not quite there yet. Thunder rolling in the distance. And that is where we will end this session.
And
Thank
now
you all.
Sika is gone.
What is it?
Huh?
The horse's
my
name?
horse.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's fine. It felt weird anyway.
Well, there we go. Thank you
I
all
guess
for,
yeah, that's right. You're a satyr.
Thank you all for playing this session. We got a lot done.
Damn.
Thank you everybody that watch. Please, if you're watching, please follow, because the followers do make a difference for our stream. We get high enough, it makes a difference. We'll be back next
Recommend
Monday.
us to all your friends and family so that we can see
Yeah.
where this goes.
Tell everybody, we got a lot more to do. We have a lot more going on. The war and the end of the treaty. Sidon is now making it a lot more personal than it was even an hour ago.
Hell yeah, that asshole's going down.
That guy.
Thank you all very much. Like, follow, subscribe. We'll be here next week. We're trying to get art commissioned of the characters, so you should be able to see them all soon.
Can't wait.
Anyway, you all are beautiful. Have a great night. I'm going to end the stream. I will talk to you all very soon.
Bye.